best of North Gippsland who battle for honour. NGFNL, it's my local league. This is the real thing, the Carwans are cheering. Beat North Gippy, it's the local for me. The stars of tomorrow, the legends we all know. NGFNL, the local for me. The siren sounds, the ball hits the ground. Beat North Gippy, it's the local for me.
Good afternoon and welcome to round 11 of AGL Loyang North Gippsland football. And what a game we've got today. We're out here at Sale City in what is a beautiful day again. We've been absolutely spoilt week in, week out in the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League. And the match of the round today is brought to you by TRFM, and this is the Latrobes' biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show. Got a lot to get through. We're trialling some new stuff today where we'll have the young work experience lad Kyan Jenkins on the boundary. He'll be out at the huddles. He's champing at the bit. He's running around getting his paperwork ready and it's flying out in the air. And he's looking like he's going to do a wonderful job for us today. I've got to ask him about a few things later too. He might have copped a little bit when he got home last week. About saying Mickey O'Driscoll. He might have got a little bit from family. But before we go on, as I do every week, my good mate sitting beside me, the big fella, the big forward, Matty Mosley.
Good afternoon, Brad. How you going?
I'm fantastic. Yourself?
How can you complain with this weather?
Well, you would have been the last 24 hours just sitting around going, oh, D-Mac.
Oh, no.
He's 150 games. He's kicked 10 last week. I'm getting out there and I'm watching him. He plays like me.
I wish. I wish I was as good as him. He's a super, super talent.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I watched him in, I think it was half-time, having a few kicks, and he just doesn't miss.
He doesn't.
He's a beautiful kick.
He does. And, well, we better welcome him in, and that is Kyan Jenkins, because I know he is, he's not only up and about, but he's been sleepless nights apparently, because he knows that he's got the boundary riding stuff today, and he's got to be on the ball all afternoon. And for our first cross down to him on the boundary, let's see if it works, because if it doesn't, he's going to be shattered. Kyan Jenkins, are you there? No, he's not there. So
he's turned it off.
He hasn't turned it back on. I've showed him how to turn it on 3 or 4 times, and he hasn't been able to turn it back on.
That's
so
right.
we'll cross back down to him when he's ready. Rule number 1 in the media game, Kyan, you've got to turn your mic on. Are you there now?
Can you hear
yes. We can hear you now. So, how are you feeling, young fella?
Very, very nervous out here. I've got no real idea what to expect. Hoping for a good game of footy.
Yeah, it should be a beauty. It should be a beauty. I think that at least you've got good weather, because right now, I know you're really, really keen on doing the boundary riding work, but I've got to say, if we get into August and it's coming in sideways and it's freezing, I don't know if you're going to be that keen on it from then, my learned friend. How'd you pull up after the Be North Gippy podcast out at Yulorn North the other night?
I had a big feed when I got back. Obviously, winning the raffle was quite nice.
He's won the meat raffle.
Nice couple of steaks and some chicken. I was a bit jealous of the pasta that you boys had, but obviously, being gluten-free, I can't help it. No, it was a great night. Podcast went well, and I've had a listen, and I think I've done all right with myself.
Oh, gee, he's giving himself accolades today.
Pat on the back.
But did you? So you had to go out the meat raffle?
Yep.
And what was the nicest? Did you share it with your family first of all?
They were asleep, so they never got none of it.
Did you eat it when you got home?
Yeah.
You barbied it up or put it in the pan, or what'd you do?
A little bit in the pan, and the rest in the freezer for next weekend.
Oh my God! So what did you have? The chicken, did you?
And a bit of chicken and sausage.
Oh, they looked good, those sausages.
Very thick.
Yes.
How nice were they?
They actually took longer than the chicken to cook. I couldn't believe it.
They were big.
They were big and fat. Hey, we've got to thank Deb DeCarley and all the people out at
Yeah.
Yallourn North. We're out there on Thursday night for the Be North Gippy podcast, and I tell you what,
They were very excited, weren't they?
yeah, they were. We had a cast of thousands, and I tell you what, we're going to go down to the interview that we did with Dean McDonald and Jai Massis very soon. It is into the last quarter here, and I can tell you in the under-18s, Sale City 15-17, 107, ran out winners by 65 points over Yallourn North, 6-6-42, and it's currently Sale City 3-1-19 into the last quarter, and Yallourn North 16-16, 112 in the reserves, and we've gone 14 and a half minutes into this last quarter. So what we might do, we might go straight into this interview because it is a 12 and a half minute from Thursday night when we caught up with the lads, and they were absolutely fantastic, these two. And again, I can't thank Yallourn North enough for the other night. Dean McDonald and Jai Massis. Firstly, Dean, welcome.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for helping me.
Now, we spoke to you earlier in the year, and this is the first time we get to see you this week. We're really looking forward to. Still can't believe it's taken the
We've
round
been waiting,
11.
haven't we?
Yeah, still can't believe it. I've got to touch on last week, and I know that Churchill are struggling, and they got kids and players have left and so forth. The coach kicked 10, and the other fella in the middle, Jai Massis, got 48 touches. You'd be happy with that?
It's awesome to see the lads doing well out there, and Jai, he's backing it up week after week after week. He's 48 touches, is really incredible. He's averaging, I think it's like 37 a game. So it's phenomenal.
What I got to laugh at here during the week, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, now I'm laughing because you two are in the van. You're the forward, and you're getting some silver service. You'd be looking after this bloke a fair bit, wouldn't you, too? You'd be getting to him and saying, just keep him out there, right on the chin there. You like him that way?
Yeah, it's awesome. And I always say, because the reflection of me kicking goals is due to the guys up the field. So, I can't kick the goals if, the boys up the field aren't playing well. And thankfully, the boys up the field are giving some good delivery. So, yeah, it's really nice.
Now, sorry, Jai, that we're speaking like you're not here, but you are. And you must be pretty happy that when you're doing all that hard work, that you've got a bloke in the other end that's making sure that they count. That helps.
Yeah, it's pretty easy just putting it down forward and he does the rest of the work. So I can't take too much credit, but pretty special midfield group, working pretty well. But our forwards are just unbelievable, and they look after us a lot too. So big credit to them as well.
What do you put your season down to? I mean, most footballers say I had a good pre-season, but there's got to be more to it than that. I mean, I went through the stats. Last week was the first time you were out of the best three. You were named fourth. So you've been in the best four every game. That's a phenomenal effort to this point of the season. What do you put it down to?
Thank you, appreciate it. Cliche, good pre-season. Focusing on me running this year, but having a coach like Mac too, just letting him do my thing and backing me in is massive. Obviously mentally it's really good, so having people to support me is awesome. So, but got to thank the teammates a lot too. So, it's been pretty easy on my behalf.
Going by a team, you've been a bit up and down this year. This is more for you, Dean.
Yeah.
We haven't had to watch you guys yet. Tell us a little about what's happened so far this year, because you've been up and down. I've got big raps on you guys.
Yep.
Where are you guys at? A few injuries earlier on.
Yeah, we've been destroyed by injuries this year, and not just injuries, but injuries in really crucial spots. The ruck, centre half, backs, full back, centre half forward. So Mitchell Luck, ACL,
really?
Ruckman, ACL.
So they're not coming back?
They're not coming back. Centre half back, pretty serious hammy injury. Full back. Just stuff in the groin area. So they're coming back now. It's starting to show on the last few weeks, and as the weeks go by, we're hoping that these boys continue to get that match fitness back in and start really progressing towards the end of the season. But other than that, it's just been really unlucky with injuries. Not that we've been doing too much and stuff. There's a lot of load management and all that type of stuff, to keep the boys fresh and stuff. It's just been really unlucky, people landing wrong and, just typical footy stuff, really. Yeah, and just seems to be, the bad end of the stick this year, so...
So you say your ruckman went down. Who's rucking at the moment for you?
Hayden Mowat.
I thought it was
Yeah,
in the
the big fella out
72
there.
Guernsey.
Yeah.
He's a big man, isn't he?
He's a big man. Yeah, I'm not sure how big he is, but yeah, he's massive.
So you're getting a first use of it from there, are you, Joe?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, he's looking after me a lot. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's handy having a massive bloke. So, I appreciate him playing.
Got a couple of other guys through the midfield that look like have been going quite well too. Dylan Barth and Lucas Fry.
Yeah, Dylan Barth. Yeah, he's having a great year too, and it's and I don't want to take from Jai, but yeah, it's the boys around him. They're all just working so well together. Feeding it, and getting onto the end of it. And Dylan Barth's probably our best forward mid, so he's always popping up. Like he had 40 last week and kicked 3, and 3 really solid goals.
Like how good is that kicking 40, but he's not getting the attention that obviously Jai's going to get. Obviously with 48 touches last week.
Yeah, it's he's just doing it week in, week out. He's getting on the end of a couple and he's having pretty good numbers. So it's awesome.
Josh Kehoe last week, he tried to outdo you.
No, that was Dill
Oh, it was Dylan.
Dill Kehoe, yeah.
Dylan, he
Dill
tried to
Kehoe.
outdo you. He's just
Yeah.
unshort.
Yeah, that was a funny one because I was obviously onto a good start. I had 7 to the half, and then I was on track to have a pretty stellar, but I just noticed the ball started swaying a bit more towards Dill Kehoe, so I just kind of got out of the way.
When it's working.
The ball's coming off the side of people's boot, landing on his chest
That's
at the edge of the square. So you just sit back and watch that happen. And I'm a big advocate for multiple avenues to goal. So it was awesome. I think he kicked 9 straight. So
wow. What did you kick? 10?
4.
4. Now, you say that about multiple avenues towards goal. I think for me the thing that's standing out with TTU is exactly that. And they've got a ruckman in Brawns that's kicked, I think he's up around 18 now.
They've got a midfield as well,
and a
kicking goals.
midfield, Willetton, and these guys, your mate Jacobson, they've got midfielders kicking goals. So you're right, it's a real weapon, isn't it, if you've got a few chipping in?
100%. And I will say there's big props to their new full forward, Riley Denovan, young fella.
Yes, he's been great.
When we played him, a big thing that I noticed is when he comes out and takes the ball, if it's not perfect, picks it up and he dishes it.
Yeah.
He doesn't try to kick it over his head. Unrealistic shots. He gives it to the boys, and I'm assuming that's why they pack it on the scoreboard because one of their key assets is getting the other boys involved as well.
We spoke about it a couple of weeks ago with him that he's got a set routine.
Yep.
That is
5 skips.
5 skips. It's pinpoint every time you've been a forward. It's pretty important to have that set routine and keep to it, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And even if you don't pull it off when you're walking in, you just know. I know pretty well if my walk-in's not
pretty early.
Yeah, I can tell. I know if it's going in off the boot. Pretty much. Yeah, the boys always like a couple of the boys like Dylan Bentley and stuff always give me crap for it because they're like, oh, you just know straight away. So
right now, tagging's the big word in the top game at the AFL. Are you getting tags each week, Jai, at the moment? I would have thought you are.
Yeah, a little bit of tension, but like you mentioned before, we've got so many weapons in that midfield, like Barthy, Frizy, Lockie Little, even Alec DeCarlo and Brownie going through there, which is awesome. So if I don't get lick the ice cream, someone else will, which is awesome.
Lockie Little's a big man, so
he's a
you're
man
happy to look after.
100%. I'll just run around his feet and he gives it to me. But like I said, we're a team in there, so if I don't get it, someone else will, which is I'm more than stoked to see. So that's really good support.
Head to head, who's the hardest one you've had this year in the midfield? Hardest player you've played on?
Hardest player. You can't go past those T2 boys.
I'd love to see a Hayden
and all that.
Willetton.
Hayden Willetton.
That's where I was going with
absolute
this.
stars.
I love the way he goes about it.
100%. They're the benchmark and always have been, and it's someone like we really respect them, and that's where we need to get to. But yeah, there's some really
They're
good
a good
players.
team,
They're
aren't they?
awesome, and really good fellas too. So it's good.
Dean, big game this week. You just don't know what you're going to get each week with Sale City at the moment with their injuries and so
If
forth.
Kane Martin's going to play.
If he's going to play, that's right. So it is a big one because I look at this and I go, you know what, you're 20% ahead of third placed Hayfield a game back. So if they drop one and you got one, well, all of a sudden the double chance is there for grabs. And I would imagine as a coach, do you start looking at that now mid-season, you've got to get your best position in that 5?
Yeah, 100%. Always looking at that in the in the future and whatnot. But at this point in time, regardless of opposition, we're just really trying to get the way we want to play down pat. And, we've obviously had such a mixed team through the year and so far. And now, we're rolling in and we're starting to get, the right team in. And we're just trying to build that predictability and, play our style of football, rather than looking too far ahead into that type of stuff. But, yeah.
Have you looked at who you think you might get this weekend? I'm thinking Tom Bowman.
No, haven't. I don't look into that type of stuff. Yeah, I've always been like that since I was young. So, I never really worry about that.
I've got a feeling who you might have this
I
week.
want to see head-to-head with
Jackson. I reckon Jackson
Whitehill, but I'd love to see it head-to-head with Kane Martin. But Kane wouldn't like that. He's 36. But you're right. Yeah, Whitehill, and he's been in good form. That should be a beauty
he'll
too.
attack him.
And they're the things that these one-on-ones all over the ground this week I'm really looking forward to. But what I'm mainly looking forward to is 45 and 10. That'd be nice if we're getting a live stream. That'd be sensational. The pressure's on. But really looking forward to seeing how your ruckman goes too, because you say your current or
who was your
number one ruckman won't come back.
We've actually it was Owen Budge to start, and then we got in. We brought up a twos.
Daniel Potts?
No, not Daniel Potts. It was Derek Pohl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. He came in, and because Pottsy wanted to support Asher, our twos coach. And then he unfortunately did his ACL. And then we brought up, and then Pottsy come on to me and was like, mate, I can play if you need. And I was like, all right, cool. Because, I felt, Owen, as much as I love him.
You're getting on now. No,
not even that. It's just, his body's, I want him to play his best footy, and, that might not be the spot for him. Yep. So, we bring in other guys, and then Hayden just come in on his own accord. So I didn't even, he just, Barthy was like, Dylan Barth was like, brother-in-law wants to come play. And I was like, all right, cool. And, he walked in, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. Yeah, we'll have him. We'll have him. So,
who's some of the kids we need to have a look out for on Saturday?
Keep an eye on Rowan Dogood.
I'm glad you said that, because I was going to ask how you pronounce that name.
Yeah, Rowan
Dogood's
Dogood.
easy enough. That's good. Off halfback?
Yep. What do you reckon, Jai?
We've got some nice young players as well, but I'll probably give me flowers to the older boys as well. Seeing Darcy Shalcott and Keelan McGuinness come back as well.
Yep.
So
he's looking very fit, Darcy.
Yeah, he is. He's been running heaps since he had a little bit of a niggle early in the year, but he just works hard every day, and it's awesome to see. So to support those young boys in Row Do Good, those boys are awesome down back for him. So
it's
a bit of both there.
It's also hard because it's keep an eye on Dylan Bentley. Keep an eye on Riley Byrne, keep an eye on.
It's a good thing to have.
Yeah, keep an eye on Lucas Fry. His work rate's immense on the field. So, there's so many that we can just say keep an eye on.
Well, one thing is have named defenders. So Troy Carstairs and Flynn Reid and guys like that got a big day on the weekend because they're naming the defenders. Hey, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. You've come off the track to have a chat. All the very best on Saturday. Hopefully we're talking to the both of yous at 5 o'clock. That'd be good if you could both come over and we'll have a chat again.
45 and 10 for these boys.
Beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
Good on you.
Cheers.
It was Dean McDonald and Jai Massis from the Yallourn North Footy Club, and that was fantastic to catch up with them Thursday night. Dean McDonald plays his 150th game today, and we didn't know that when we went into that interview on Thursday night. So he's very humble, isn't he, Matty? He just doesn't say too much, and he didn't tell us that.
He reckons he didn't know.
Oh, he knows. He told us he's kicked 920 goals in his career.
And then he brought up the thousands, so he knows the thousands coming. So I reckon he was just playing us. So
920 goals. Yeah. And he's got a fair bit of footy left in him.
Yeah, he's not that old, really.
No.
Yeah, he's a super talent. I'm really looking forward to watching him play.
I'm really looking forward to it today too. It's going to be an absolute ripper with him. Hey, so it's 150 games for him today. I'm really looking forward to seeing Jai Massis. This is the Latrobes' biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game pre-game show for the TRFM match of the round in the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League. And I can tell you other games today, and we might bring our young man out on the boundary in with this if he's got some input as well. Round 11 today, the top place TTU in other games take on the 8th place Glengarry. Firstly, you on the boundary, young Kai, and how do you see this one going?
I see TTU being too strong as they have been all year for this one.
Matty?
Yeah, TTU by a long way.
Yeah, I've gone TTU as well. Now, this next one,
You've tipped Rosedale.
am I allowed to change?
No.
Oh, well, I'll tell you why I want to, but I won't. Rosedale sitting 5th, take on the 9th place Cowar. Who do you like? Kyan.
With the big change being Mick Driscoll not playing this week, I do think Cowar can give the upset here.
Well, I tipped Cowar. I knew this was all happening.
How could Cowar be an upset? They're 9th and Rosedale are 5th.
Yeah. I think Cowar are going to win.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kyan and you reckon Cowar? Okay.
Yeah. They're a good team, Cowar.
I've gone Rosedale, and you're right, Kyan. Could be an upset with Driscoll, or O'Driscoll, isn't it, Kyan? What happened when you got home last week? What did Dad say?
I got called O'Kyan walking through the door. So I've gone through my notes. It's Mick Driscoll.
Well done.
Good boy. I without him in the side, but I've tipped Rosedale. I won't change.
He controls everything.
Yeah, he does, and it just allows Hughes to run rampant.
Yep.
Yarram sitting 7th, take on Hayfield sitting 3rd.
Hayfield to continue their strong form from the second half last week and win.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hayfield.
No Darren Sheen.
That's all right. Lee Brown will kick
Which is
7.
interesting, and he was pretty sore. And I think you said to me off air during the week, he might just not travel too far out of the goal
I think
square
he'll be
today.
travelling far today, so I reckon he could kick a few.
Yeah, Churchill sitting 10th. This is a big game, this one.
It is.
For pride. Churchill sitting 10th, take on the 11th place Gormandale.
I think Gormandale can provide the win here. It's their first win in a very long time, and I think they can get this done.
Yeah, well, I've tipped Gormandale. Had a few. Joe Wykes was one on Facebook. Was a bit surprised by that.
By what?
Me tipping Gormandale.
Was he?
He was. So let's just see what happens.
Oh, I've gone Churchill. Good on you, Joey. He won't be listening because he'll be warming up
Yeah.
right now, but he's been a superstar for them this year, and he's done a mighty job.
Yeah, he has.
Under the circumstances. Sale City, this big one here today, the 6th place Sale City take on the 4th place Yallourn North.
Kyan?
You usually come in on that.
Sorry, boys, a bit behind here. Sale City warming up the now. I do think Yallourn North will win this game.
Yeah, Yallourn North, I think comfortably.
Yeah, Yallourn North for mine as well. But can I just say, Kane Martin comes into this side today.
You're a big fan of Kane?
I'm a huge fan of
I've
Kane
coached him.
Martin. Had a little bit of a joke with him out over there before, and because he's only played the 4 to today's his 5th game because he works offshore.
We've had him most weeks.
Yeah, we've been lucky. And I was with him and the coach, Jacob Schuback, and Jacob jokingly said, yeah, it's only cost us $8,000 to have him so far in the 4 games that he's played. And I said, have you come down in money since I coached you? 15 years ago, you were asking for more than they're great fellas, those two. The big debut for me today is Riley Mitzi, who's come across from Sale
In the
to
Gippsland
Sale
League.
City. Yeah. And 2 weeks ago played his first game in the thirds for Sale City, and he's been brought straight into the seniors. He's going to line up on a half-forward flank. That is interesting because he's got to be able to play if he's played 1/3 game and straight in.
He can play then. That's
Yep.
very clear.
And did play senior footy at Sale,
Which is the
in
next,
Gippsland.
which is arguably one of the best competitions in Gippsland. So
Number 28
yes, I have noticed there's a 42 out there for Yallourn North, and we don't have him.
for Yallourn North, 42. We've got him on the paperwork there listed as Tom Laurie. So that'll be interesting if it is him.
Yep.
So we might go to the teams and have a look how they do line up today. And first of all, we'll look at the home side, Sale City, at their home ground here this afternoon in what should be a fantastic game. And you can see Carmen's got the job on McDonald and actually went to Schuback on Thursday night and asked for the job.
He wants it.
He wanted the job.
Yep.
And Jacob, I love coaches that do that.
Yep.
And said, yep, if you want it, you've got it.
You got first crack.
Yep. I think he might have even said braver man than me. So he'll get the first crack at him Carmen. Now, Evans at centre-half back, Chad Evans at centre-half back, normally plays forward. So
Okay.
they've dropped him back. He will come forward at some stage during the day because you've got to kick enough goals to win it. And as you can see, young Riley Mitzi on the half-forward flank there in the 28 Guernsey. And your favourite player, Matty Mosley, on the interchange in number 63, Otsuka Bignell.
Yes, I hope. I don't say that too much, but I hope you get plenty of footy, but maybe when Brad's commentating, because that's a ripper of a last name.
Ripper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tolner and Whitehill in the middle with the coach Shoe back, and Martin will get some time through there, as will young Mitzi. Really looking forward. That's a good side. That's probably one of their better sides they've had this year.
Yep.
Got a few back after the bye last week.
Yep.
Let's have a look at the Yallourn North side. And you can see there, Dean McDonald in the number 3 at full forward in his 150th game. Kicked 10 last week, and the little fella alongside him, Dylan Keogh, in the number 8, kicked 9. So 19 goals, Matt, between those two.
Yep.
And we got Jai Massis as the rover in number 7. And they tell me Dylan Barth, have a look at him in the 5 Guernsey in the middle, and also have a look at Lucas Fry in the number 1 as a ruck rover. So they got some real power up forward. And you know a bit about Budge too at centre forward, don't you?
I actually played on Budgie.
Yeah.
He used to be a backman back in the day.
Yeah.
So he's flipped it around and he's gone to centre half forward. He creates a really, really good contest. So he'll be the one that they'll want to kick to, and they'll create the contest, and your Massises and Fries will do all the cleaning up.
The interesting one for mine is that they lost their ruckman to long-term injury at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And they've brought in, well, he walked in off the street, Hayden Mowat, who is the brother-in-law of Dylan Barth.
Yep.
And how good was that? So they're the teams for today. Should be a ripping game. And I can tell you the umpires, field umpires, are Lockie Floyd and Corey Schultz. And we had those two for the Cowar game earlier in the year. Was that against Gormandale? It might have been out there at yeah, it was. Where Lockie Floyd was it Glengarry. Lockie Floyd loves the camera. And he come running up, and we spoke to his dad Ray Floyd earlier, and
Great fella.
he very good fella, great stories too.
Yes.
We might see if we've got time at half time to have a chat about that. This is the Latrobes' biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show for the match of the round, thanks to TRFM in the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League. And running from the boundary, Ollie Mooney, Mitchell Schultz. We've got another father-son this week. He's the son of Corey Schultz, the
Every
field
week.
umpire. Yep. And Jack Murphy. And in the goals are Craig Inges and Angela Nersch. Really happy to see a young female in the umpiring fraternity today here at Sales City. Should be a really good game. Just before we get to the start, Kyan Jenkins down on the boundary. What can you tell us about the ground?
The ground is looking in very superb shape. Obviously, there's been 2 games played here this morning. A few divots around the middle and in front of me in the centre wing. But the goal square's a little bit muddy, but I don't think that'll be too much of an issue. It's going to be a great day. 14 degrees out here. It's going to be perfect conditions for footy.
I got to thank everyone. Daniel Bird, the games record holder here at Sales City, and all the fellas that helped me this morning when I got here. I got bogged. Got the van and the trailer bogged in the soft surface out here. They've had a bit of rain during the week, and I reckon it might have been Thursday night. They had a fair bit here as well. So they helped get me out. And we will be speaking to the president, Mick Clapton, at half-time. And that's the Gippsland Landrover half-time show, where he's a big man, Hayden Mowat, as you can see in the middle there in the ruck for the Yallourn North side in the 72 Guernsey. Probably the biggest ruckman I've seen this year, Matty Mosley.
Yeah, well, McGuinness is not a small man either.
No.
And he's making it look a little bit smaller. So
He looks bigger today than what he did Thursday night out on the track.
Yeah, he does. But he's up against it. McGuinness is a very, very good ruckman.
He is. That was the Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue pre-game show for the TRFM match of the round. And we're just about to get underway in round 11 of the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League. And it is between the 6th place Sale City have to win and hope that Coward defeats Rosedale to keep their finals chances alive. And Yallourn North sitting 4th. They really have their eyes on that 3rd position and a double chance come finals. We will have all around the ground scores throughout the day of football and netball. And we're waiting. And umpire Lockie Floyd holds the ball in the air and we're away. Up they go. McGuinness does win the first tap of the day. And Matty Mosley, you tell me what's going to happen after that happens.
On cue, we have a ball up. Happens every single week.
My money's on young Massis getting the first possession here. No. So it goes to ground. Whitehill, he's tackled. Again, he's going to get a high free kick here. Quickly gives it off to the coach and Shoeback. They won't want to let that happen too often, although that's not his best effort by foot. He goes up towards Carstairs. Just handballs away from himself and wants the boundary to get a restart here, and he'll get it. So on the boundary throw in a sun-drenched Sales City Stephenson Park again, as has every round this year. What a beautiful season we've had of North Gippsland football. In it comes. Gets out over the back through the hands of Flynn Reid for Sale City, taking the ruck duties when the ball's forward, and McGuinness just dropping back to that centre-half forward position, and he's directing traffic to make sure they're all set up. Mowat might have won that one. They dive in across it, so there's not a lot of action, just stoppage after stoppage. That does spill free. Handball out to the back pocket, and they want the boundary here. The Jets goes out towards the big fella Mowat, picks it up. He looks a little bit nimble too, gets a kick around the corner, but might have been chopped off on that occasion by McCulloch, and the ball goes out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary throw in again. Right forward pocket for the Sale City side. We've got a minute and a half in this first quarter. Not a lot of action. Yallourn North setting up well behind the ball too as well. McGuinness wins a tap.
Here we go.
Gets to his left foot. Snap it, goal! Misses to the right.
What a start that would have been for Sale City.
I was going to put the glasses down. He's a man that I would have thought that would have taken that and kicked that goal and kicked through the ball instead of kicking around the corner.
That's the second time he's done a shank, so we'll see. The ball's flat, Brad.
Oh, gee, you're buying him some points there.
Yes. Has Yallourn North kick it back in from that point there. They look for Shalcock and they've turned the ball over. They've played a Shoeback again and kicks beautifully to McCulloch and about 35 metres out, nearly directly in front. And this is a beautiful start here. Great kick there by Shoeback.
Had all the play, haven't they?
Yeah. And McCulloch was really, really good last time we seen them against Rosedale as well.
Yes.
He had a great game. So this is the exact start that Sale City wants. As he goes in for goal here. Distance won't be a problem. And they like it straight away. Great start for Sale City.
So McCulloch, first for the day, within the first 3 minutes, and that takes the Bulldogs on to 1-1-7. Yallourn North yet to go inside 50, let alone score. It's 3 minutes gone. Finch Cafe, first quarter.
Yes, it's anything you've seen so far. It's just been dominated by Sale. So they haven't touched the ball.
Well, Massis hasn't touched it, and I've expected him to get 48.
Yes.
But, I mean, we've only gone 3 minutes. What I have noticed, though, Matty, is that Shoeback is getting off the chain early in the middle.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Do you back your system? Because they've got such a strong midfield, Yallourn North, so they'll just ride with that.
He's quickly changed. He's taken himself out and put Kane Martin in there.
That's a good replacement.
Yes.
Yes. As the boys go back up into the ruck, pretty even contest, hits the ground. There's Massis, nearly should have got a free kick there. And still scrambling around, but Sale City are winning all the footy. Martin kicks long, kicks deep into the forward 50. And McCulloch, nearly had it, but it was recovered really, really well. And it looks like we're going to have a ball up there with Shalcock and McCulloch on the bottom of the ground there.
Just didn't stick, did it?
Yeah, he had it. Did everything right. Mowat wins the tap yet again. He's doing well. And they look for Brown, but there's no one there. And it's Sale City again. And it was Evans and Jackson Whitehill, and just rushes it over. And we'll have a throw in. Probably about 70 metres there from the Sale City goal. But the start from Sale City's been really, really good.
Certainly has.
Yep, very switched on today.
They'll be very happy with the start, but they've got to continue it on because they know it will come. Beautiful tap from McGuinness to Martin. On the left foot snap, high ball. And Jacob Shoeback might have jumped about a week early there from behind.
Better watch those calves.
Yes, I thought he might have got unrealistic attempt paid against him, but no. So we're going to ball up. 30 metres out directly in front. Again, McGuinness wins a tap. Shoeback does the sharking, comes back to Moet, casually handballs it off. They get the ball out towards centre wing, outer side. It gets out in the hands then of DeCarly. Gets a kick up towards centre half forward. Bad bounce. They're away here, the Jets. And they find the forward in Dean McDonald, and here he is.
Here we go, everybody.
If you notice, they clear it out, don't they? It's just him in a one-on-one.
Yeah, he's a super, super player. And we're right behind here on this shot.
So Dean McDonald,
Normally, we've jinxed him now, but he's normally an absolute beautiful kick.
he's only 30 metres out, slight angle, but man of this stature won't worry him, I would imagine. In he comes. Kicks for goal.
Straight over the umpire's
Straight
head.
over the head of the umpire, without doubt.
Yeah.
And McDonald gets his first in his 150th game. And the first for the Jets. They go on a 1 straight 6. They trail by a point. Sale City, 1-1-7. We're going 6 minutes. First quarter, Finch Cafe scoreboard. Anything down on the boundary there, young Kyan Jenkins?
In every centre stoppage so far, the number 4 for Sale City, Hudson Tolner, has matched up on Jai Massis. That'll be a match-up to watch throughout the day.
Okay, so he's been followed, Massis, and rightly so.
That's a great pickup, Kyan, because two young... I don't think Jai Massis is that young, but young Hudson Tolner, and he's gone off him. A young Mitzi's gone to him now, 28, so that's interesting.
Yeah, Rees gets the ball there with the left-hand tap, but he didn't really tap it to anyone, and Sale City mop up. Oh, really well done. Run off of the half-back line there. And McGuinness nearly gets the punch, but Tollier again looks for Shoeback. He will look for that left side, but gets tackled. And he's got it again, Shoeback, and look at that.
He's given it off.
He's got all the time in the world.
Yep. Is that Brodie Johnson?
Yeah.
Gee, that was good footy by the Bulldogs. And that was young Mitzi that went to in the middle.
Yep.
He's gone
running off
to Massis. He gives the handball off to the running Benson off half back.
Yep.
So Mitzi does look a likely type.
Johnson walking in. Very, very easy shot for goal. Not too far out. Made the umpire work, but he's got it through. And that's the second goal there for Sale City. 2-1-13 to the Jets. 1 goal straight. 7 minutes into the first quarter on the Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Wow. So Mitzi's going to go back to Massis again. Now that's a really bold move on.
Shoeback knows that he can play.
He's playing a guy in his debut.
Yep.
On Massis. And you know what I like about that? He's moving off him now. Put him to the best footballer, he'll lead you to the ball.
That's right.
On debut.
Yep.
Makes it easy, doesn't it? He'll lead you to the footy. But he's now gone off him. And
He's gone to Little.
yeah, so that's interesting. Back in the middle. McGuinness wins a tap. Umpire, no, that might have been the netball whistle. As the Jets go up towards half forward. Bouncing ball just goes straight through the hands of Bath. Ends up out the back. Hurry kick. Bath picks up now. Gets the arms free. Handballs out to a teammate there in Byrne. He's wrapped up. With a bounce down. Left half forward. Outer side of the ground for the Jets. Oh, just manhandled out of the
too
way. Big McGuinness. He just grabbed Lockie Rees and shafted him.
He's dominating early, McGuinness.
He is, isn't he? So McGuinness holding the front spot. Mitzi, Massis. Geez, everywhere Massis goes, Mitzi is there, but Massis, beautiful,
lovely.
sharp left hands out to the outside. The kick goes in towards the 50-metre. Quick kick from Brown, but he's turned it over. So they'll have it in that back half here. Carmen, is it? No, in fact, that is, yes, it is Carmen. He squares it up. Goes to Benson. Been good early. Kick's not great, but good diving mark. That right back pocket for the Sale City side. Sallings goes up towards the wing. Not a great kick. Might come back here. They'll go back to come forward, Jets. Set it
well
up.
done.
Martin does, no, it's Carstairs, does well, gets his fist to the ball. They're away through the goal kicker Johnson, goes up towards half forward. Comes off the hands of the pack to the ground level. Again, defending quite well.
Lovely.
Beautiful kick. They're away through the middle here, the Jets. And they'll look for McDonald, I would imagine. No, go long. Quick hands. Geez, they're sharp with the hands.
Didn't
That
have it.
occasion was Dylan Keogh. And the Jets will get a free kick here. Young Blair Kaimo, who's come across from Hill End in the Mid-Gippsland League, and he's kicked a few goals this year.
He has. Only still young, so he's still got a lot of footy left in him.
Have to kick this 40. No real breeze to speak of that's going to affect the kick. They trail by 7 points, the Jets. He's got the distance, but he's sprayed that to the left. And they go on a 1-1 to 2-1, just a goal in arrears.
Salling's bringing the ball in. Doesn't have a lot to kick to, so he chips short. Looks for Martin. Very casually, Kane Martin is beautiful kick on that left foot. Looks in the inside. Oh, and that's a lovely kick to Carstairs.
Kick.
Yep. Looks for Martin again. Does another little chip kick. Doesn't hit the target. Hits the ground first, and your Lawn North mop up really, really well.
Oh, shoe back. Great tackle.
Yeah. To Macis gets the quick kick. It's going to work well to Climo. And who's he going to look for here? Nice looking kick. And Byrne has every opportunity here to score. Look, goes to Brown. Brown takes on a couple plays. Kicks on the right, smothered. And punched over there. And we'll have a throw in right on the post of your Lawn North.
So left forward pocket for the Jets. They trail by a goal. 11.5 gone, first quarter. In the TRFM match of the round for AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League. Another opportunity for the Jets here. Long, big boundary throwing. Gets out over the back. A dive in. Tolner's there. I want to notice with Kane Martin, he's a beautiful kick. Normally, he's just not playing every week. There's no continuity in his footy.
And that's probably why he's just not hitting that
yeah,
target.
I'll give him till the end of this quarter. Come next quarter, he'll have the target right. Big punch forward. Sellings. He's going to come back. Tolner's there, goes through his legs. He gets it in the end and then gets a clearing kick into the middle of the ground. Out over the back, gets through the hands of the Lawn North player. Shoeback does well,
McCulloch.
gets it out over the back. Bouncing ball, McCulloch's there, good fist away. He's in after it quickly again. Has one over the top of the old Joe, the goose to Mitzi on debut.
He's got it.
He's got the goal. Young Riley Mitzi on debut is probably the leader right now for the Hurricane Hire goal of the day.
Just quicker to react, Sale City.
Good footy. Really good footy.
And it was quick. Shoeback knew he had to get it in quick, and he did it really, really well.
So this is, McCulloch was just onto that punch here and come back. Good hands over the top. Kyan Jenkins.
It's been ruled a point, boys. I'm sorry to ruin your day, but it's looked like it's come off the above part of his leg, which they count now as a point.
Oh, not happy about that.
Thanks, Kyan. Great call.
I've marked him in the book.
So
I've given him the Hurricane Hire goal of the day, and it's bloody behind. So we'll take him off. So right now, they have it in the back pocket. They go up towards the big fella Mowat. Well, you're not going to punch that, Tom Bowman. You're giving away about 3 feet. He goes up towards the half-forward flank, comes off the hands of the McGuinness, gets out the back. Keogh has his handball smothered.
The numbers.
Boone does well, gets it out over the top. Keogh, he's just got to get the bounce, taps it forward, does well, gets onto the left foot, sits it up into the goal square. And there he is again, Dean McDonald in his 150th. He's already got one, and he'll kick from straight in front, and he'll get his second. Pretty hard to stop that, Matty Mosley.
Yeah, they've got so much pace around that half-forward line, and when they've given McDonald so much space, it makes your back line panic if you're Sale City.
So you go from one end where we all thought he kicked the goal, down one end Mitzi, and they go straight up the other end because it was a behind, and straight to Dean McDonald, and he doesn't miss from there. 2-1-13, Yallourn North, Sale City 2-2-14. 1 point the difference, 14.5 gone. First quarter, Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Yeah, we knew Carmen wanted the job, and he's done nothing wrong so far.
No,
on McDonald, it's just fallen in his lap, McDonald, so...
It was a good play by Keogh, being able to get the balance and bounce the ball.
Yeah. So Mowat's gone back into the ruck. And does win the tap quite comfortably in the end, but there's a free kick, and it's going to go to Yallourn North. And looks like Bath's going to get it. Kick short to Clymo. He's leading up really well so far, Clymo. Another good mark. Does look. And kicks long. Looks for KO, but falls a little bit short. But Burns there again at the bottom of the pack. Oh, the handballing is terrific. Goes to Rees. Rees kicks, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. He hits the post, so it's going to go to Sale City with a kick.
So
And it's
what we've got
Carmen.
a break in play. Kyan Jenkins down on the boundary for BP Traralgon East.
Just at that recent stoppage there, Jacob Schuback was getting picked up by Daniel Barth. And they said, McDonald said during the week about how Barth's engine was elite, and it's clear to see now that Schuback's had too much of an influence.
Kicks long, goes to centre wing. Mult's in a good spot there, but Shalcock nearly had it, but dropped it at the last second, and he's being caught, and that is holding the footy. And that would be Jackson Wattle, and that's no surprise.
He's a big man, Shalcott.
He's super fit, lost a lot of weight too.
Has he?
Yeah, he's looking really, really fit. Looks for Martin, he's turned it over. McGuinness has got it. He's a lovely left foot kick, but as I've said it, he's absolutely shanked that. And Sale City have mopped up well. They looked into Wattle. He's gone, or he was going to give the handball, but he didn't. He's gone back.
Trying to milk a 50.
Yeah, but they're very attacking, and that's a beautiful kick to Martin, and it's Carstairs, sorry. And Schuback again. How many times has Schuback got the easy footy?
Got to ask you, because I'll pass this on to Kane Martin. Did you call Schuback Martin because of the bald head?
I did.
Oh, Kane's going to love that. I reckon that's a 50-metre penalty,
It is.
And it will bring them right within striking distance here. Well, he won't miss this, and it's Jason Reed.
Yeah.
So, Reed,
Frustrating if you're Geelong North.
it is. It is. So, we've got a 1-point ball game at the moment, and it started off a beauty. We reckon we've seen the best game of North Gippsland football last week.
Yeah.
This might be shaping up pretty close to it, as Jason Reed will come in for Sale City's third for the quarter, and he's first. And he comes confidently, well balanced,
Looks good.
straight over the umpire's hat as well. And Reed gets his first. That'll take Sale City on to 3-2-20. And they lead Geelong North 2-1-13, 7-point game. 17.5 gone first quarter. Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't know where Owen Budge is at the moment. I know he's playing centre forward, but he can go into the ruck. I think he needs a bit of body in there.
They're really winning in the middle. I spoke to Jacob Schuback prior to the game over near the rooms, and we spoke about Dean McDonald and his 150th and how Carmen wanted the job. And he said, you know what, we just got to cut it off at the supply.
Still got to get there.
And we're working through that in our midfield,
Yep.
and we'll make sure that that's our priority.
Yep.
So ball back in the middle. Big Moat, giant of a man. Looks like that might
lovely.
be Reed this time. Schuback. Now they're away. The Jets up towards half forward. Bouncing ball. Just tap forward and overran it in the end was Reese. Comes out the back. He's got him high here, the umpire said. The free kick will go to Bowman for Sale City. 7-point ball game. They'll be happy with this. Square it up to Carmen, the captain. Telling him to come across and then goes the opposite side.
Oh, dangerous.
Has Schuback, sits it up on his head, gets a chopping of the arms, and Schuback, who's been dominant,
Yeah.
goes to the outer side. They're away again. The Bulldogs up towards half forward, bouncing ball. There's Reed. Wants to bounce and gets
what a
it. Then his
tackle.
head. What a great tackle.
Shalcock. Just stuck.
So he gets the free kick.
He wanted to foul on the ball.
I thought he conned me. The umpire said, no. Give it to me. I'll ball it up. So they go towards the boundary. Is it on the full or out of bounds? It's out of
Yeah,
bounds.
no, it's on the full.
It's on the full.
Yep.
So it'll go to young Mitzi, will it? No. McCulloch
He wants
says,
it.
I'm older. I've played more footy. You go away, young boy. And McCulloch
There's
take
no
the
one
free
on the
kick.
mark.
So McCulloch now drives it inside 50. Oh, gets through the hands, and the Jets will take this away. They're kicking outside that defensive 50. Hasn't been great
No,
to
not yet.
now. Bath gives it back. They get a kick up. So they have the ball in between half-back and wing. They go short again.
Oh,
And he's looking for Fry, and really well done and punched away from him on that occasion by Gray. Gets the boundary line. We have a boundary throw in centre wing position out of side of the ground.
and it's the big fellas in the ruck again, Moa and McGuinness. Ball does drop short, but McGuinness gets to it first. As McCulloch didn't pick it up, but he's grabbed it again, and he's going to be on the bottom of the pack, and it looks like we'll have a ball up. Right on centre wing. 20 minutes gone in the first quarter. With a great start here by Sale City. Really turned up to play today. And it's Mowat again on the left hand, but it's McCulloch again. Kicks up. Oh, nearly marks. And we're going to have a ball up. On a beautiful sunny day here at Sale City. Great weather for nearly July, Brad.
It is. Don't forget at quarter time, we'll have Kyan Jenkins out at the huddles listening to both coaches, and he'll give us a bit of feedback.
And it's McGuinness with the free kick here. He did turn around and look for Martin, but Brown was really onto it. And it looks like Shalcock's going to mark very easily there.
He's a good-looking type, this fella.
Yeah, he's going to have to play a super game today. Missed most. This is only his second game back for the year.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. He's had a bit of an injury.
There's my man.
And here he is again, really working hard. Does a long kick centering, but yet again, it's not hitting the target.
Nah.
He's looked for Budge, but Budge will do a really good contest. And he will throw some bodies around.
That's the thing. You've got three Bulldogs around that kick out of defensive half. And right now, would you say, Matty, they're probably not coming up high enough? They're high forwards, or are they too deep? Because the defensive kick out, their exit kick, they've got no one.
I think they want the kick over the top. They run onto it, and it's not working for them at the moment.
No, there's a ball in, outer side. McGuinness gets through his hands, and there's Martin. Just taps it onto himself and then gives one out wide. Was looking for Mitzi, didn't find him. Kicked off the ground, goes inside 50 now.
Oh, he's
The
got it.
Jets,
Oh.
McDonald gets out over the back and running back and
nearly
putting a
had
lot
it.
of pressure on him. Then was the captain, Lockie Carman. We'll have a boundary throw in, right forward pocket for Yallourn North. They trail by 7 points. 22 and a half gone. First quarter. It's the TRFM match of the round for AGL Loyang North Gippsland football and netball. We'll have all the around the ground scores at quarter time of both footy and netball, of round 11 footy.
Oh,
McGuinness,
that's a push in the back.
It is. Yep, no doubt about that. And they're letting him know too.
Josh
So-
Keogh is well known for that too. Just letting them know about it.
Oh, there's a lot of chit chatter going on
There is.
So it'll be Lockie Reese that'll get the shot at goal.
Been around for a couple of years at Yallourn North. Come across from Moe.
So he's about 35 metres out. In the depths of the first quarter here. This will bring it back to a point if he can get it.
Looks
And
good.
he has. So Lockie Reese is first for the day. And the Jets go on to 3-1-19. They trail by a point. We've got a close one. Sale City 3-2-20. 23 and a half gone. First quarter, Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Yeah, it's been a great first quarter.
Has.
It has 6 goals between the two sides. No one really dominating as yet.
And let's be honest, you can go to the country footy these days and a lot of these games are blowouts. We've been pretty lucky.
Yes, we've been very lucky.
This one looks like it will be close all day, Matty.
Yes, and we've had another. I've noticed Moet is getting rotated a lot. So obviously his fitness base is not up there yet, and Reeves has gone back into the ruck against McGuinness. They go up. Sort of won by Reeves, and he's back there on the bottom of the pack again. And it's finally gotten out by McGuinness. He's done really, really well there. Terrible, terrible bounce. But here's Shalcock again. I think he runs really, really well, straight lines. And there's Shoeback just lingering around. McGuinness is doing really, really well. He'll want to get that out of bounds.
Gee, that was a good effort of
Yeah.
young Carstairs. Now that's
a good call.
That's a young fella that's still got 2 years, this year and next year, left of under-18 footy playing senior footy. He never gave up on that.
Yep.
Did you see that down there on the boundary, young Kyan?
Yep, it was an incredible effort from him. This kick inside 50, he's got to set it. He's got 2 leading in the pocket.
Oh, look at that. That's really frustrating if you're from Yallourn North. Caden McCulloch is a very, very good footballer, from what we've seen this year.
He's already got one,
Yep.
and he's been lively, hasn't he?
Yep, and he can go in the middle as well. He does really, really well, Caden.
Take a good kick from here, though.
It is. It's a fair kick.
Kyan Jenkins.
I know he's trying to get off.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was calling us anyway.
Comes in the goal. Looks quite good there.
Oh,
And
that is a
that's
ripper.
an absolute beautiful kick there. And that's his second in the first quarter.
Oh, let's remember that. Put a
That's
little asterisk next to that for the Hurricane Hire goal of the day.
That is not an easy kick.
No, not at all. I thought the young fella fell then. I just heard bang, bang, bang. So he's going to head out. Thanks to BP Tarralgon East, he's going to head out to the huddles at quarter time, and I would imagine that Jacob Schuback, not only has he played a great game, he's going to be pretty happy too. So it's 4-2, 26, 3-1, 19. Nearly 26 minutes gone. Won't be a lot left. Although 7 goals in the quarter is great to see. McGuinness gets up, gets it out to Martin, just comes through at pace. Hard to tackle when you do that. Goes up towards Carstairs.
Oh, here we go.
Takes the mark, plays on quickly, sets up the high ball. A great mark. Wow.
Flynn Reid. Just
They
stuck.
are looking good, whether he's in the ruck or going forward. Flynn Reid has had a great quarter of footy
How he
for
took
the
that mark
Bulldogs.
right out in front and it just stuck.
So, there's a bit more in this quarter for the Bulldogs.
Yep.
And Reid, Flynn Reid, gets his first for the afternoon and takes the Bulldogs on to 5-2-32. They lead Yallourn North 3-1-19. Nearly 27 minutes gone. First quarter, Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Yes, Yallourn North just can't get nothing on their terms at the moment. There's no free running, even into their forward 50.
Yeah.
When they're coming out of defence, they're not hitting targets. It's just, they just need a quarter time to come and reset. That's Rees and McGuinness back into the ruck. One there by McGuinness. And looks like it's going to be another, as per usual. A ball up, probably 10 metres there from the centre circle. Jackson Whitehall on the bottom of the pack, as he always is. And it's McGuinness and Rees go up again. McGuinness with the left hand does really, really well, but it's trapped there by Rees, and he handballs to Bath. Bath kicks to centre wing. Just looked for space, and there was a sort of a nothing handball there in the end, and it's mopped up again there by Sale City. It wasn't Carmen.
That was your man.
It was my man.
Atsuka Bignall.
Super Bignall.
So it's all wrapped up. Centre wing position. Right in front of the Sports Stream Live commentary box.
Off the ball here.
So umpire comes in. So 28 minutes gone into this first quarter. We'll have a ball up. They lead by 13 points, the Bulldogs. A lot of people wouldn't have thought this. Ground level again. Quick kick forward. Up towards centre half forward for the Jets. They dive across it. Martin's in there. Schuback.
Jeez, the pressure on Sale City is magnificent. No easy ball gets out of the packs, anything like that.
Umpire quickly throws that one into the air. Bouncing ball kicked off the ground. Cease. Up towards the forward pocket. He gets it back. Gang tackled straight away. He's got some pace, Jai Maceese, that's for sure. Umpire comes in, crosses his arms. I have a ball up about 50 around from the Jets' goals, and one here for them would be handy before quarter time. 29 minutes ticking over. Gets out over the back, but gets past McDonald. Geez, very casually was Bowman. He got the boundary, and that was his target. We'll have a boundary throw in. Right, forward pocket for Yallourn North.
They would like one here.
Round 11. AGL Loyang North Gippsland footy. Thanks to TRFM for the match of the round. McGuinness wins the tap, goes to ground level. Whitehill comes out, takes a bounce. Don't know why he did that. Didn't come back to him. Gets a handball out over the top. They'll go up centre wing position with a high ball here, the Bulldogs. Good pair of hands on that occasion by McInnes.
Oh, that's 50.
They go back to come forward again. They're mucking around with it. It's the exit kick that's got them in trouble.
Yep, and it's not clean.
No, not at all. And it's played into the hands of the Sale City midfielders as we see Mitzi come back onto the ground. He's kicked the point of the year today. Off just above the knee, Kyan Jenkins tells us. They go up towards McDonald, comes to the ground, taken high on this occasion. The free kick will go to Josh Keogh. So Keogh on the right, into the pocket, bouncing ball. Geez, that was well trapped in the end, but really well done by Carmen for Sale City. Gets them temporarily out of trouble, but there's Mitzi. I like the looks of this boy. On the left foot, up towards half forward. Good clean hands from the Bulldogs. They tap it. They have it. Nice handball onto the outside from Shoeback. Gets it back in the 1-2. He wants to go forward quickly. He does!
Oh, Flynn Reid again.
Taking a strong mark, the big fella again, and he'll have a shot for his second. And what a quarter he's had. Whether he's
So strong.
Whether he's gone into the ruck at times and forward.
Two really strong contested marks there by Flynn Reid.
Proven a handful
Yeah.
for the Jets at the moment. And he's got another one. So Flynn Reid gets his second. And they get their sixth. And they're 6-2-38. I'll go as far as saying that's their best first quarter score for the year.
Yep.
Yallourn North 3-1-19. 31 and a half gone. First quarter Finch Cafe scoreboard.
They're so locked in. From defence all the way to forward, they look like they're structured. They know what they've got to do. It's been a really, really good first quarter for Sale City.
There is a lot riding on it. And
Yeah.
Shoeback said that when we had a chat that Rosedale get knocked off today without Driscoll.
They're in.
They win. They're in the 5.
Yeah. As McGuinness and Rees go up, and McGuinness wins quite comfortably yet again. Jai, gets a high tackle there. He'll go back and have the free kick. Been quiet this quarter, Jai. Massis kicks onto the wing and looks for Byrne. Little short kick. Again. And there's quarter time.
And it couldn't come quick enough for Yallourn North.
Jeez.
As they've had their score doubled in this first quarter. Sale City 6-2-38, Yallourn North 3-1-19. It was a 32-minute quarter for the Finch Cafe scoreboard. And what a game we have here. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have Kyan Jenkins out at both huddles. It's the Bulldogs by 19 points.
BP to Ralgan East, day or night from few to a feast. BP to Ralgan East, from a wicked brew coffee to washing the beast. BP to Ralgan East.
Water. It's a part of life and we all depend on it. We spray it and play in it. At Davey, we move it around, clean it, and provide the right pressure at the right time. To help you do this, run one of these and wash her. We're Australian made and made for Australia. So when you depend on this, need to do this, or just want one of these, you can depend on Davey.
Welcome back to Sale City, where Stephenson Park, where they lead by 19 points. The home side, 6-2-38 to Yallourn 3-1-19. Down on the boundary, we have the young man, the work experience led Kyan Jenkins.
I was fortunate enough to be in the Sale City huddle at quarter time, splitting off into defenders, midfielders and forwards. I sat in on the forward huddle for a little while, and Caden McGullough was mainly leading the chat. He was very, very impressed with how they were leading for each other and working for each other. Very happy with the midfield for how they've played. And then I went off to the midfield one, and the Ruckman McGuinness was very happy with how they were working back for their defence, making it really difficult for Yallourn North. I did go and clarify with the umpires about the goal for Mizzy. They said it come off his thigh, which meant point, and they were all happy with that decision.
Well, you can let him know that he's got the Hurricane Hire point of the day. Kyan, you're puffing a bit there. Did you get up into a bit of a canter?
Yeah, mate, I've done a bit of running. That's the first time I've done that in years.
While we got you there, how is the ground? Because you've come across from the other side. How is the ground underfoot?
It's very, very muddy. That's probably a lot of explaining for some of the disposals we've seen.
More in the centre square there, Kyan.
The middle of the ground is very, very muddy now. 3 games, it does take its toll a bit of wet. It's great condition, the ground staff have got this ground, and considering the conditions during the week. But that centre, by the end of the day, it will take a lot of work to get back.
I'm just looking at the trees behind you. The breeze is pricking up. Is that going to one end, or is it just swirling a little bit?
No, it's just gusting about at the minute. I wouldn't say it's an advantage for either side. It's just the kicks are holding up an extra couple of metres in the air.
Great stuff. Thanks, Kyan, for that report down on the boundary. Matty Mosley, you got some around the ground scores?
Yeah, I sure do. It's 7-3-45 TTU to Glengarry, just the one goal. Rosedale 4-1-25 to Cowar, 4-2-26. Lot riding on that game. Yarram 2-3-15 to Hayfield, 2-2-14. Churchill 3-3-21 to Gormandale, 1-2-8. And obviously our game here today.
That's Churchill-Gormandale score. You reckon Joey Wykes has had a chat to his players before the game about you and you tipping Gormandale?
Yeah, I reckon he's not impressed about that. But that's okay. That's all right.
Because you said he put... What did he put up? The shocked look emoji?
Yeah. He's probably thinking, how bloody dare they?
Wow. They're just about to get back into position. Young Kyan Jenkins, I'll tell you what, he's got a bit of Eddie Maguire about him. If you ever get on YouTube, go and have a look at the VFA from the 70s and early 80s. And Eddie Maguire starting off down there on the boundary. And I'll tell you what, there's a fair bit of Kyan Jenkins in, or a bit of Eddie Maguire and Kyan Jenkins. Don't worry about that. Doing a superb job down on the ground today. And he's bathed in sunshine. What an absolute sensational day at Stephenson Park, Matty.
Oh, the weather, just magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Normally we're playing in 10 degrees, pouring down rain, all muddy, but yeah, as a forward, if you're Dean McDonald, you'll be very much enjoying this weather.
So it's 19 points to the home side. They'll be very happy with that. But when you got players like McDonald and Keogh that kicked 19 last week,
I'd expect a response.
Don't think that this game's in the bag, as it's a 50-50, that one. They're slipping around in the mud as Cease lays the tackle on Whitehill, and we spoke about this Thursday night in the B North Gippy podcast. Looking forward to these two going head-to-head all day as McGuinness gets rid of Keogh. Moet gets the tap, and the free kick's going to go to Kane Martin in the middle. A little bit of a slop, as Kyan Jenkins rightly said.
Again.
Look at that! Told you he'd be ready by second quarter. Lace out to McCulloch. Wow. And McCulloch's got 2. His second one is the leader of the day and the Hurricane High goal of the day. And if there was the pass of the day, Kane Martin has it.
Too much space.
Yeah.
You know, your midfield's got to go back and help your defenders and fill the gaps.
Got there quick, though, didn't it?
It did.
Hard to stop when you kick it that pace. As McCulloch comes in, close to the man on the mark, sits
good.
it up, but I'll tell you what, it's held its line. He's got his third. Now, you couldn't want a better start after having a great first quarter, that Bulldogs. 7-2-44. They lead Yallourn North 3-1-19. Have a look at this. You can't stop that. Gets there so quick. Jumped in the air, took it, good hands.
Mo, as you see in the replay there, Mo's running down there, so it's coming that quick.
So on the Finch Cafe scoreboard, it's gone out to 25 points. Minute and a half into this second quarter, Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Yes, it's definitely not the start Yallourn North wanted. Let's see how they go here. with big Moet and McGuinness in the ruck. McGuinness wins the tap there. Oh, off the ground then. It's big Moet. He's running into the forward 50. Looks there for... Oh, that's a super, super tackle there.
Pretty agile, the big fella.
Yeah. For a guy that hasn't played a lot of footy.
It's the president's boy, Elliot
Yeah.
McCarley.
Oh, McGuinness with a great tap there. And Kane Martin is really starting to get busy. He looks for Carstairs, but he hangs back and Shalcock went into the contest. And it's going to be a mark. No, it's not there.
Nearly a
Yeah.
head-on collision, friendly fire.
Yeah, I was going to say
there.
it's his own teammate there. With Shoeback, he'll look for that left, doesn't look for it, gets at the handball. Now Sale City are out again with Carstairs. Getting too much room here, Sale City. And he goes long, looks for McCulloch again. And a great spoil there.
Yeah, you'd look for him every time at the moment, wouldn't you?
Yeah, great spoil there by Do Good.
It's very good.
You've been waiting for that one, haven't you?
Kyan Jenkins.
The leading lanes for Sale City in the forward line, the spaces there is incredible. And as I said at quarter time, they're all working for each other. The leading lanes need to get back and being filled by the Lawn midfielders. Otherwise, this scoreboard isn't going to get any closer.
Whitehill's in there, but it's kicked off the ground by Do Good. Goes up towards the boundary line. Shoeback just dives forward over the ball, trying to win a free kick under the scoreboard. Not going to get it. The umpire comes in. Will bounce it down. Good start for the Bulldogs in this second quarter.
It is. When do the alarm bells start to go?
Ooh.
Because all of a sudden you think, geez, it's just a bit too far to come back.
Yeah, well, they got McDonald up forward. But they've got to get it there, and this is what Shoeback said.
Yep.
And if they can't get it there, well, it can't happen. As Yallourn North through Brown, out to the wing. It's been good so far as Shalcock.
He's done.
He has, and that's a calf. Carstairs. Oh, he's turned it over. They were away there. He just had to get it over the top to Mitzi. Good handball on the outside from McInnes. Up towards Bath. Sits under it in front of Martin. Takes the mark. Goes inboard. Yeah, he's going off.
He's done.
Brown sends him inside. 50. Great kick. Great mark, Keogh. That's Dylan Keogh. Goes short and finds a teammate, and they'll get a shot on goal. I'll tell you who that's going to be, Josh Keogh.
So it's going to make this game a hell of a lot harder now for your Law North with Shalcock going down.
Certainly is. That's a right calf.
Yep.
And you said it was his second game for the year?
Yes.
Wow. I would imagine that's why it's been calves. And he's been superb. Nearly their best player.
Yeah. And it's not looking real good for him.
Keogh comes in. Only 25 out, and they really need this, the Jets. Goes to the right and fades further. So they're going to have to make every post a winner the way this game's going at the moment. They're 4 goals down. And they've lost their key defender and best player.
Yep. I would put Owen Budge back into the back line now. He's been playing at centre forward.
So Sellings brings the ball back into play. Not a great kick. And it's going to give them a chance here, but he comes and butters up for the Bulldogs. Does well. Lowers his eyes, hits McGuinness at centre half back. He'll go short. Looking for Shoeback. Had a lot of the footy. Has a player wide if he wants him, but he really wants the train tracks here. And he goes inside. Gets out over the back. Tolner, but it was touched. Gets around his opponent. High ball.
Too big.
He is.
Yep.
The big fella Reed, but couldn't take the mark. The Jets, they'll go to the outer side.
Oh.
Punched away from Keogh on that occasion. They've really committed, the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Go inside 50 again. They got the player out over the back here, and it's Whitehill. Goes back, gets himself in trouble, feeds it back to Gray.
It's a goal.
He's kicked the goal. What a goal from the boundary line. And that is the leader for the Hurricane Hire goal of the day, Joel Gray. Have a look at this. A quick hands-on from the outside. Now, Whitehill got himself in trouble. He had the back up. Look at that.
Oh, do that again.
Oh.
They can't do a thing wrong.
Joel Gray.
Yes, things are just going a bit worse here now for your Lawn North.
8-2-50. They lead the Jets 3-2, 26.5 gone. Second quarter, Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Yes, I think they're going to have to start flipping the magnets here, your Lawn North. The things are just not going their way at the moment.
What do you think, Kyan Jenkins? Anything down there you're seeing?
I think forget your goal of the day. That could be goal of the year. That was unbelievable from Joel Gray. The magnets need to get changed. This is a very, very dangerous period for Yallourn North. They can't get the ball out the middle.
Which is Yallourn North's strength at the moment so far this year with Massis and Bath.
We've seen some good coaching this year, and this is right up there from Schuback.
It is. Massis gets the ball out, probably one of the first times for the day that he's had a kick out of the centre square there. McGuinness, he'll want to look to go long, and he does.
Oh, Tolna forgot to go.
I think he lost it.
Tolna forgot to go. I think you're right, because Dugood just...
Yep. Dugood kicks. Oh, that's a good mark. Yep, that is a good mark. I pay that for Dixon. Does well, but this is a very, very important kick. This is where they've been let down today with the turnover kick, and he kicks long. Goes to sort of centre wing.
Oh, good punch, Benson.
Yeah, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
They are committed. We've seen Sale City 3 times.
Yep.
This is the most committed. We did say in the pre-game for Latrobe's biggest ever Blokes barbecue that it's probably their best side they've had in all year, but gee, they're committed.
It's a different look side. We'll have a boundary throw in here. No one really sort of won there, but it hits the ground. And it's a sort of bopping around, and Jackson Whitehill at the bottom gets the footy and kicks it sort of to the boundary. Oh, that nearly could have been...
Yeah, need to take that out.
Yeah, that is. And Flynn Reid just throwing his opponent around at the moment. As a Troy Carstairs, a very, very dangerous player, kicks into the forward 50. But Yallourn North mop up, and this looks like a better transition. Oh, and I've done it again, Brad.
That's the kick that's worried them all day so far.
Yep. Blair Climber gains about extra 20 metres there. Kyan got something there for us.
Shelcott has gone down to the rooms, and I don't think he's going to return. It was that right calf that Brad said. They're down a 3 on the bench, Yallourn North.
Yeah, it didn't look good. It was right in front of us, wasn't it, Brad?
Yeah, gone for the day. There's no doubt about that. And probably the next 3 to 4 weeks, bare minimum.
On the other side of 32, so it's not good.
Yes, wait till he gets on the other side of 60. It's not much fun, I can tell you. Back into play, McGuinness double-hander out over the back. It's a very good Sale City outfit today. Don't worry about that.
This man.
Yallourn North won't give up. They go up towards Martin. Just got a bounce in the end. They're just turning the footy over, whether it's hand or foot. Then a kick off the ground from Dixon. Goes up towards half forward. Gets out over the back. And it's Reese that gets the ball towards the goal mouth. Ball gets to the ground. Geez, Carmen does well. Was he ridden in the back?
Yeah, he was.
He was. And that was by Climo. Square it to the pocket. There is your man, Atsuka Bignall. Onto the left foot. Beautiful kick to the coach. Just at the calves, though. At the toes, you've got to get it up to the coach. He's 40-odd years of age. He doesn't want to be grabbing them ones. Comes back to Atsuka Bignall. A left footer.
Looks at the coach again.
Got the sit. Can the old legs get up? They can't on that occasion. And Rowan Reid takes the mark in front of him, and he will send them back into attack.
Yes, Rowan Reid doesn't have a lot to kick to, so he chips up and looks for Keogh and does well. With Sale City really starting to push back, McGuinness is starting to push back, so they're going to have to speed it up a little bit more. Does a little chip kick. Oh, it does well.
Good mark.
Does really well. That's Tyler Brown.
It's been good for Yallourn North. He's battled hard in this first half.
Yes, he's a Yallourn North boy, but he played a lot of footy at Morwell. So he's had Gippsland League experience as well.
Don't forget the halftime show, thanks to Gippsland Landrover. We'll have all the around the ground scores for netball and footy, and our man Kyan Jenkins will be in the rooms.
Very, very important kick here from Tyler Brown. That's through.
In.
Just didn't look like it, but it's come through. And a very, very important goal there by Yallourn North, which brings them to 4-2-20 to Sale City 8-2-50. 11 minutes in on your Finch Cafe scoreboard.
So it's gone back to the 4-goal deficit now.
Yep. They need the next one.
And they won't go away at this present time in the TRFM match of the round, thanks to AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League Round 11. out here at Stephenson Park, Sales City, bathed in sunshine as every round
Yes, we don't get rain.
of this competition has done this year. So she's back in the middle. Whitehill fumbles, goes back in after it, getting hold on to, but gets it back.
Oh,
Good tackle. That's Atsuka Bignell again. Does very well. Strong tackle on Bath, and Bath gives him a little shoulder charge. He wasn't real keen on it. So it'll be McGuinness in there with Reese. Game of volleyball there at the moment. Hurry kick forward.
oh,
It's all Sales City through Carmen, the captain of the Bulldogs. Be happy with his team to this point. Oh, he confuses himself then, and geez, he has a player on the outside, and it's Atsuka Bignell again.
yeah, it's too easy.
Getting a bit of it,
Yep.
which is a commentator's nightmare. He's looking for his mate in Jason Reed, and gets out over through his hands and out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. Centre wing position. Sports Stream broadcast side of the ground. Schuback just asking who's got Macice here, so he decides I'll go to him. Quick kick forward by McGuinness up towards the half. Forward flank. Good mark holding that front position.
McCulloch.
It's been super today as Caden McCulloch goes up towards the goal mouth. Punched away,
no, here we
comes
go.
out to Carstairs. Right foot snap. There's a bounce through. Goes to the right and misses. So, 25-point lead to the Bulldogs. 13 and a half minutes gone, second quarter.
The old-fashioned huddle.
Long kick. Nearly gets to centre wing. Good punch forward for the Bulldogs on that occasion from Johnson. Gets out the back. Now onto the left foot is Noddle. Not a great kick. Does well, though. Oh, was young Declan Carstairs. Then he fumbles. They're going to get out of trouble here, the Jets, but this is a kick that worries them. And it's done it again. Atsuka Bignell, what a quarter he's had. Not 15, the umpire said, all touched. Whitehill gets the feed out to the outside looking for Martin, but boundary line's there. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, skill level is really hurting your Lawn North at the moment. Or is it the pressure of Sales City?
Well, it's a bit of both and perceived pressure as well.
Yeah.
Times they're not under pressure, but because of the pressure, they think they
They're
are.
fretting a bit.
So, Atsuka Bignell into the ruck here on this one. Why not? He's been good. Reese is there. Brown's there. Gets it out over the head
lovely.
of Whitehill. Beautiful feed off. They come out through Rowan Reed. Goes up towards half forward. Keogh. No, it's Climo. They're all the same. Keogh, Climo. There's Keogh. It's going to come back, though. That was McDonald, actually. The umpire said no. Come back. Blair Climo. That half forward. Oh, look at that piercing kick. That's a beautiful kick. But coming across with Schuback does well, really, in the end, to chop it away from Little. Kicked off the ground, gets out the back. Fumbled again. Atsuka Bignell, what a quarter he's had coming off the interchange. They go short, fine. Benson.
Benson kicks, looks inside, and does it with ease. Now they're going to look to go up the middle. And the pressure, super mark there by Reed. Just a little chip into the... he's turned it over, and Macice chops the ball off there. He looks there for the looks for centre wing, and they can't hit a target.
No.
Cannot hit a target.
No.
Gets the handball across, goes back for the old 1-2, and they've gone back just to reset. Take your time. They go back to the coach and Schuback. Schuback changes the lines of the footy. It's just a beautiful kick. Absolute
certainly
beautiful
is.
kick. Kicks, great spoil there, but there's no one there for your Lawn North. It's just getting too easy, and Whitehill gets the mark there in the centre square. Just taking his time, and he plays on, and he is very, very quick. Kicks long. Looks there for Reed. Reed makes a really, really good contest, but it's a turnover here, and your Lawn North are out for now.
Oh, no, he's got him. I thought he sat it on his head then.
And this is the next kick. This is where they've been really let down at the moment. Lockie Little here on the wing. Doesn't have a lot to kick to. So he looks back in.
And he doesn't have a lot to look to because this is as good as coaching you'll see in country footy by Shoeback today.
It is.
They go to the outer side. They want another avenue in. And this time it's going to be McInnes on the left foot
Lovely
up towards
kick.
half forward. And finds Climo.
He's giving them something, Climo.
He is. He's getting up in their face and attacking and leading. That kick's not great in the end. Or is it? No, it's found the boundary. That was really good from Chad Evans that cut across. Got the fist to it and did get the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. 17 minutes gone into this second quarter. 25-point lead to the home side, the Bulldogs. In a must-win for them to keep their finals hopes alive. Gets to ground. Tolner's in there. He can't take it. It comes out the back. Again, all wrapped up. The umpire will ball that up. So it's only about 35, 40 metres around from Yallourn North's goal. Gets to ground at Suka Bignell. Again, we'll get a restart. Gang tackle from the Jet Boys. They're holding on to Whitehill in that. Just hope Whitehill can hold that discipline.
Yes.
Seen him a couple of times this year. Cost him a few 50s. They go to the boundary. Comes out to Whitehill. Just shrugs him off. Get out of me way!
Oh, he's gone now.
Not this time. And very hard to get out of a little tackle.
I like it.
He is a big, strong boy,
He is.
Lockie Little. So, gets the free kick. Umpire calls him to play on now. Goes
Nice
to the
kick.
long kick with depth. Off the hands of the pack, gets to the front. They feed it back, but again, it's Suka Bignell. Feeds it off to a teammate towards the boundary. Kick half smothered. They go in after it. A lot of players around this, and he'll want the boundary here, the Bulldogs, and that time it's Whitehill, and he gets it. So,
I don't think you can buy effort, but the effort for Sale City is so much better at the moment than Yallourn North's.
Kyan Jenkins.
From what I can see, Yallourn North have made a tactical sort of change. They're pushing an extra up to most stoppages, and in response, Sale City are keeping one behind the ball. So every time Yallourn North look to transition, there's always a spare back for Sale City.
That's a game of chess.
Yeah, it's been brilliant coaching. They've really planned for this as Mowat takes the free kick.
Little chip in there, and McInnes. Normally a lovely left foot kick. He'll try and kick it inside 50, and he'll look for his coach, and he kicks long to a pack. Oh, massive punch there by Carmen.
Again. Jeez, he's a ripper. So honest.
Yep. And that's what you want as a fullback. What does Tom Havey say? Back pocket plumber.
Yes, yeah, Kevin Sheedy used to call there the
Yeah.
back pocket plumber.
And we'll have a boundary throw in here. Probably about 25 metres in the pocket of Yallourn North. And it's McInnes going up in the ruck. Very hard to see in the sun over there. And there's a little kick. And we'll have it behind. No, out of bounds on the full. And it'll be Shoeback to take the honours to kick the ball back into play.
Don't forget all the half-time show thanks to Gippsland Landrover coming up soon. All the around the ground scores and everything else that's happening in netball, and Kyan Jenkins in the rooms. So Shoeback comes up the line to Gray. Oh, beautiful kick to Martin. Just doesn't break stride. He's 36. Slow down, Kane. Takes 3 bounces, gets it onto the left foot, goes up towards the forward mouth, gets off the hands of the pack. Young Declan Carstairs gets his left foot to it, out towards Flynn Reid. Umpires pulled a free kick out of this. And it's going to go the way of the Bulldogs, and it's going to be Flynn Reid.
Jeez.
I didn't see it.
No, it was off the ball. And the umpire out of the play as well has called it as well.
Well, he's got 2. He's going to shoot for his 3rd, and he's going to kick it from 38 metres directly in front, and they lead by 25 points. This will take it beyond 5 goals.
Looks good.
Oh, he's hit the woodwork. Unlucky as the Jets bring the ball back into play. They go short and find Dixon. He takes a bounce. 2 bounces, just waiting
Oh, no.
for the Bulldog to come at him, which was Gray. Gets his hand on it. Quick kick, and they've turned it over again. This time it's Caritas. Comes out to the big fella in Mowat,
Oh,
has his kick smothered by Carmen. This is what I like about him. He's never out of it. He has a crack at everything. Does well. Gives it off to Mitzi. Hits him right in the face. Comes back. Reed feeds it back to McGuinness. Looks for Reed again. Quick hands out. Chopped off. That was from Keogh. Umpire's going to ball this up. Right half forward for the Jets.
yes, right half forward to the Jets with Moat. Going up in the ruck against McGuinness yet again. The big fella gets it, Moat yet again, but Tyler Brown to Massis. Passes it. Oh, smothered again. And it's Kane Martin. Kicks lovely into the forward 50. Doesn't have a lot to kick to, and it's Owen Budge leading the front. He misses the footy, and McGuinness gets it again on his left foot. And he's kicked it into space, and Byrne is running onto it. And he is clean. And it's a good follow-up there by McGuinness. He's really, really working hard. Kicks to Brown. And they look inside 50, and they've hit the target just. And it's Rees. Probably about 50 metres out in your North's goal, and he plays on. Goes to the fat side, and it's a beautiful, beautiful kick, and it's Josh Keogh. And a very, very timely set shot here for your North to get them back into the contest. "23 minutes into the second quarter. The importance of this goal is very, very big. Nice steady walk in here. And he's missed and missed by quite a bit. Be disappointed with that. Josh?
9 goals kicked in the first quarter.
Yep.
There's only 3 in this second quarter, 23 and a half gone into the second quarter on the Finch Cafe scoreboard, and the Bulldogs will take the ball to the outer side. High ball. Oh, front spot. He's been pretty good.
Byrne, yeah.
Has Riley Byrne.
Yep.
For the Jets, he goes short. Finds his teammate in DeCarly. Plays on. Into the pocket. Gray had to go.
How quick was he?
Just put the arm out, and McDonald was coming in behind him like a steam train. In his 150th game, he got 2 in the first quarter. Hasn't troubled to score as this quarter. They've done a good job of cutting the supply off the Bulldogs this quarter.
Just hasn't had a chance.
Only kicked the one, and that was to Tyler Brown. So McDonald come in for his third, right on the boundary, but if anyone can kick it, it's him. He's pushed it across the face of goal!
Reese.
And Big Lockie Reese has taken the mark. He's trying to go across to Climo, and the umpire's going to call him back. He's conferring with the boundary umpire here, so it's on the full.
Oh.
So the free kick will go to the Bulldogs in that right back pocket.
Now, should that be a 50 the way Climo delivered that back?
Nearly, yeah. To the letter of the law, I think you're right.
Yep, just worm burned it back.
So they come up the line. It was Evans that drops it. Jets. Gets on the boot from Rowan Reed towards the boundary. The kicking has been deplorable.
Yeah, it's been very, very average at best.
It's out of bounds on the full. Just ticked over 25 minutes.
Oh, the aggression in that kick.
From Kane Martin. And he's the only one that could probably stick that apart from Shoeback. Finds a captain in Carmen. That kick's not great. Gets into the middle of the ground. Luck's a fortune. It just keeps bouncing. Do good. Left foot snap round the body. Whitehill's there for the Bulldogs. He takes it. They won't catch him. Oh, they tried from behind. It was McDonald. Super effort. Gets a kick up towards the wing. Handball turned over. Shoeback's in there for the Bulldogs. He's wrapped up. Feeds it out, but straight to a Jets player. They pounce on him. And the umpire comes in. We'll have a ball up centre wing position. 25-point lead to the Bulldogs. In what most would say this would be a surprise if they get up. Long way to go. Don't forget the halftime show thanks to Gippsland Landrover. We'll have Kai and Jenkins in the rooms. We'll have all the around the ground scores from round 11 of AGL Loyang North Gippsland football and the TRFM match of the round here at Stephenson Park. So they come back to go forward again through Carmen. Goes out towards the boundary line and we'll get a boundary throw in. Centre wing position. Right under the Sports Stream Live camera. Boundary umpire's taking, maybe he sees a little bit of camera time.
Bit of me time.
Brings it in and gets flicked out over the back. Good
Oh,
hands on the
Kane
outside to
Martin.
Martin again. Left foot, kicks to grass because he didn't have a lot to go to, and Flynn Reid was well held out here, and it just allowed
Oh, he wants his left side, and he's got himself in danger here.
McInnes.
Yeah.
He's tackled by Mitzi. So Mitzi, been a good debut. There's no doubt about that. He's had a fair bit of the footy, the young fella. Left footer, high ball. Gee, it's all Yallourn North, and he's hoping for a miracle there with that kick on Shoeback because didn't have a lot of oomph in it. And Dixon was able to take an easy
There's
mark.
50.
Yep. That was against McCulloch. It'll be Do Good that'll take the free kick and the 50.
Yep. Normally a nice left foot kick, do good. He'd want to move a little bit quicker. He wanted to give that. Oh, I don't know if that's the right
God.
decision. Jeez. They're going the long way at the moment, Yallourn North. They're not going up the middle at all. And he's looked for Little, and he's absolutely missed him, but he's absolutely nailed the Sale City player there and with a boundary throw in.
Kyan Evans.
They couldn't go quick.
Jenkins. It was Evans that dropped the mark, and I was thinking, sorry.
They couldn't go quickly from that 50-metre penalty. Sale had 2 extra behind the ball, sitting at the 50-metre mark. No options forward of the ball.
Yes, we have a boundary throw in. And it's Rees and McGuinness. McGuinness has grabbed it out a lot today, and he's looked for his coach in Shoeback, and
What's he played there?
he's got the free kick, Shoeback, but he was
the aggressor in that.
advantage paid, and it's gone to Kane Martin. And
Look
an
at that.
absolute lovely kick here.
Martin best on ground?
If he's not best on ground, this bloke's best on ground.
Because the goal kicking, you bloody forwards stick together, don't you?
Nah, he's had a great first half, Kane Martin. Anything centre forward with that left leg.
Yep. Oh, this and
Yeah,
that.
how important is this?
Take it out over 5 goals.
Yeah. It'll really deflate Yallourn North leading into half-time. Coming in, Caden McCulloch. Sensational first half. And that is absolutely beautiful. Wowee. Caden McCulloch has 4 goals up to half-time. Absolute sensational first half here by Sale City, and they lead at half-time. 9-4-58 to Yallourn North, 4-3-27 on your Finch Cafe scoreboard, Brad.
Wow, what a half of football it has been for the TRFM match of the round in AGL Loyang North Gippsland football out here at Stephenson's Park. It is Sale City, 9-4-58. They now lead by 31 points at half-time. Yallourn North, 4-3-27. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with the Gippsland Landrover halftime show with all the around-the-ground scores, footy and netball, and Kyan Jenkins will be in the rooms. It is the Bulldogs at home by 31 points.
BP to Ralgan East, day or night from fuel to a feast. BP to Ralgan East, from a wicked brew coffee to washing the beast. BP to Ralgan East.
Water. It's a part of life and we all depend on it. We spray it and play in it. At Davey, we move it around, clean it, and provide the right pressure at the right time. To help you do this, run one of these and wash her. We're Australian made and made for Australia. So when you depend on this, need to do this, or just want one of these, you can depend on Davey.
Welcome back to Stephenson Park at half-time here for the TRFM match of the round in the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League. It is around 11 footy, and I can tell you that Sales City hold a 31-point lead at half-time, 9-4-58 to the travelling Yallourn North 4-3-27 in what can only be described as their best half of footy that we've seen this year from the Bulldogs. It's been a superb effort, and we're very, very lucky to be joined by the great man that we'll get on line in a minute on the headphones. But Matty Mosley, how good have they been?
Unbelievable. I was not expecting this from the start of the game. There was no way known, but Caden McCulloch has had an absolute sensational first half up forward, and Kane Martin has really turned back the clock, and Jacob Schuback, as we expect, has been a super.
Do you know, between the two of them, they're...
Here we go.
Well, they're actually 77 years of age between the two of them.
Yep.
We're having a little bit of trouble with our... There we go. Lead, but I've got to say, to hold the lead by 31 points has been absolutely incredible, and we're so lucky that we're joined by the president of the Sale City Footy Club, Mick Clapton. How are you?
I'm well, gents. Just want to make sure that we understand. You asked me before the game to come in at half time. I'm not here because of the score. No,
yes, you're right. And we did announce that we were bringing you in before the game.
Just wanted to...
yes.
No bandwagon here.
No, that's a very good point. You've got to be happy with that first half.
Yeah, we've got to keep it going. We've played half the footy all year. We led Hayfield at half time here. But yeah, so just got to keep it going. We thought we were more than a chance today with the side we've had in. Kane Martin back. Shuey's been winding the clock back for the last month, really. He's had a great month of footy.
I think we've made point of in the call that we've seen some really good coaching efforts this year. Apart from what he's doing on the ground, what he's done in the setup of this half-time lead has been sensational. He's obviously worked with these boys. They've cut the supply off to McDonald. And they've made them the pressure. And when every time they're coming off half-back, Yallourn North, they're turning it over every time.
Every single time.
Because of your pressure.
Yeah.
So he's a brilliant coach.
Yeah, no, he's been obviously a legend of this football club. 6-time best and fairest. Probably, I think the last person to kick 100 goals in North Gippy.
I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, that
really?
was a few
I didn't know
that's
that
probably,
either.
I think it was... I think it was 2011, the premiership year. So he's only last person to kick 100 goals in senior footy
And
in
he's
North Gippsland. And 6 times best and fairest, and obviously 4-time premiership player. So I mean, he's a legend of our club. He came back and took over the coaching job last year, and he's done a great job with the young blokes.
Had a chat to him off air, of course, before the game. He's just so relaxed.
Yeah.
You would fair dinkum think when I was talking to him, he's just at a barbecue.
Yeah.
He's so relaxed.
But he's got that white line fever though.
Yeah.
You can see out in the ground. He loves the contest. He loves physicality. So and he hates to lose. He's a winner. He's been a winner in life all life. Yeah.
Kane Martin's turned back the clock, as Matty Mosley said.
Yeah, well, I mean, he would admit that he's had a quieter start to the season than he did last year. Like, he came second in the best and fairest off only 8-9 games last year.
Does that make it harder for him because he can only play every second week?
Well, it didn't last year.
Oh, you didn't have that last year?
But no, he was probably best on ground nearly every game he played last year for us. But this year, he had a bit of a restricted pre-season. And he said that for the first 2 games, because he plays 2, they're not off for 2. And then, like, he could have played last week, but we had the bye. So he plays today, and then we don't have him for the next 2 weeks. So it's hard to sort of get some rhythm into your football,
We've brought in a new thing to the broadcast this year or this week, and we're going to trial it for the rest of the year and hopefully get it ready for finals. Our young work experience lad you'll see down on the boundary. So we might, because he's champion at the bit. If we don't swing the camera around,
I saw him hanging around the huddle at quarter time. I'll be interested to see what he come back with.
He loves it. He does really well.
He's already been in the rooms, and he's nearly going to get the name Eddie Maguire because he's just superb at what he does.
He's got a bit of a tint through the hair as well.
Oh yeah, he loves it. I'm trying to find out if I can cut a bit off it and stick it to mine. See how we go. Hey, we'll go down to him. Kyan Jenkins, what's happening?
I was in the Yallourn North changing rooms at half time. I did bump into Darcy Shelcott on the injury bench. He will not return this game. He feared an Achilles injury walking off. but he has said to me, lower calf, he's got the ice on it, will not return. They were very happy with the way they were working around the ball. They wanted to retain, Coach Sam McDonald said they want to retain the ball, slow it down and lower the eyes, and try and take a bit of sting out the game to work their way back into it. They're happy with the amount of ball they're getting, and they're happy with the effort, and they still are confident of getting a result despite the halftime score.
Okay, so
That's
that's
interesting.
It's good to stay positive. You've got to.
It is. It
It's
is.
what good sides do, don't they?
Yeah,
They've been a very good
exactly.
side since they've come into North Gippsland last, won a flag and, they're well coached, good side.
Yeah, thanks, Kai. We'll cross back down to you later on. You can go and have a gluten-free pie now. He's on the gluten-free
He's on the
diet.
gluten-free bandwagon.
Yeah, he's dropped a bit of weight too. He's looking good, looking sharp.
Yeah.
I reckon the girls, I've seen a few of the netballers looking at him before. So, Mickey, tell us about your
Bulldog bingo.
yes, I love it.
I see it
Yeah.
every
Yes.
flick.
Yeah, we do a live draw every Thursday, and it started in COVID, obviously because we obviously there's no football, netball, and a lot of the money wasn't coming in as in gate. And,
Had to make some money somehow.
and we actually got the idea of Churchill.
Okay.
Churchill been doing theirs for longer than us, and they actually gave us all the intel to how to get it up and running, and it's been amazing. I think it's our 5th year, and we only had one person pull out of their number.
So what happens? You put $20 in a week?
$20 in a week, and
how much do they
direct
win?
debit, you win $500.
A week.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's not bad.
and we had a big luncheon here 2 weeks ago where it was the food and the drink were all on for everyone that attended, and you'll see a lot of people wearing their scarves. Everyone got a scarf that was part of Bulldog Bingo, and like I said, we do. And every week we go to a sponsor. Every week we went the Greyhounds on with Poppy Polstone.
Oh, yeah.
with-
I did see that. I've seen that.
I had Rob there and our Vice President Brad Evans. It was a talk off those two. So
Was that you behind the camera?
I was behind the camera.
I thought it might have been you.
Yeah. So no, we share the hosting duties, myself and Brad. Brad does a great job as Vice President, but we go around and just thank all the sponsors every week and give them a bit of a pump up. They can get a bit of their message across to our supporters, and I think we're like every week and we've got another bloke who he helps us as well. He does it every week with his Russell Archibald. He does a fantastic job. Gives his Thursday night up every week. But like I said, 52 weeks a year, and everyone loves it. And like I was going to say, we average by about 2.5 thousand views on it. Every
brilliant.
week, yeah. So you're getting
On one of those?
getting the message out there, and even through the cricket season, like we're doing
Yep.
it every Thursday through cricket through the off season. We can get our messages across to all our supporters and sponsors.
Interesting you say that, because gone are the days of footy clubs making money from April to September. It's got to go on further than that, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
Full-on
it does.
business.
It is, yeah. I mean, I've been president here for the last 7 years, and we're financially strong. We've got, as you can see, we've got a great setup here. Obviously, Wellington Shire. We've got probably two of the best grounds in Wellington with this ground and up the road at Sale.
Yeah.
Great facilities. We built the deck with the roof on it in COVID.
Yep.
So we think, and I think the league agrees with us. We've got great facilities. All the away sides come here and look at our deck and go, it's a pretty good deck to play
Nothing
on.
wrong with it today.
Is there any chance that you can fix the sun, though, and move that? That can set somewhere else?
We've got a roof on it like Tasmanian then.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If that happens.
So, on field, is this? I don't know what the talk's like during the week. I don't think any game for you this year gets any bigger than today, because if Cowan knock off Rosedale, and they look like they might, and you win this one, you're in the 5 for the first time this year, isn't it? Is it the first?
That'd be right. And like I said, we were, we thought it was a 50-50 game. We thought we were in with a big chance. But it's probably our best side we've had. I mean, Jaden Ellison out with broken cheekbone. Won't play again for the rest. Won't play again for the rest of the year. That was after Cower. Like, he was best on ground for the first 3 games, and just a gun. And we won't get him back for the year. And Mitchell Evans got his second dose of concussion. He can play forward, he can play back. So they're probably the two. And Austin Moore, who
he's a ripper.
He kicks the goal of the day usually. But I think Joel Gray might be up for that in the second quarter. The one in the pocket there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Down
That's
here.
well,
The yard beat.
young Colin Jenkins said goal of the year.
Goalies.
Goal of the year.
No, it was a pretty good goal. Joel's not.
He's called it.
He's not known for his goals, Joel, but I'm sure he'll hear about it tonight. But yeah, so it was probably out of the side. There's probably 3 missing, and that Austin Moore, Mitchell Evans, and Jaden. So we have been building. We beat Yarram here. 3-4 weeks ago. So we played, then we bye, and then we played, and then we another bye. So we just want to, for the next 5-6 weeks, just get some continuity into our season. So let's hang on and win this game. That's the main thing. We've just got to don't go defensive. Just keep playing the way we've been playing for the first half.
It's been a great first half.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Good luck for the rest of the day today. Hopefully you can get that win and get yourselves inside the 5. It's a goal, the difference between Cowar and Rosedale. Cowar lead.
Are those
at half-time?
two young blokes from WA
No.
playing today?
That was a one-off.
It was a one-off. Yeah, and the coach is out for Rosedale too. He's injured. Driscoll, Mick Driscoll.
Yeah, well, that's a huge loss.
Yeah.
I think you did the you did the Rosedale South City game, and I thought he was the difference that day. He was just outstanding. So
yeah, he just drops it back.
Yep.
Takes a good intercept mark. Yeah, so all the best for the rest of the day, all the best for the rest of the year. And I'll give you a tip if you're into the Sale races.
Yes.
Race 1 at Sale on a Thursday, Ballazule. Trained by Chris
Well,
Waller.
should have got Brad Evans over here. He's the chief executive of the race.
Is he?
Races there, Brad Evans.
I'll have to go and see because I'm in on that horse, so I'll have to go and see him. Well, he'll be there on Thursday. I'll be there.
He'll be there. I'll be working.
Yeah. Oh, of course you will. At Rosedale Police Station.
That's it, exactly.
Your cars, they tell me if your car's out the front, you're in the station. Is that true?
Well, I am, but amazing how everyone slows down when they're coming down that hill and they
I'm
see
one of them. I see you there.
Well, it's a good deterrent.
It is. It's a good
very
one.
smart.
You're not going to get booked, but it's a good deterrent.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Very smart. We'll take a quick break. Thanks, Mick. All the best
Thank
for the
you.
rest of the day and the rest of the year. Take a quick break and we'll come back with the third quarter and Colin Jenkins on the boundary very shortly. It is the Bulldogs by 31 points.
BP to Ralgan East, day or night from few to a feast. BP to Ralgan East, from a wicked brew coffee to washing the beast. BP to Ralgan East.
Water. It's a part of life and we all depend on it. We spray it and play in it. At Davey, we move it around, clean it, and provide the right pressure at the right time. To help you do this, run one of these and wash her. We're Australian made and made for Australia. So when you depend on this, need to do this, or just want one of these, you can depend on Davey.
Here we go. Start of the third quarter here. And the siren goes. It's big Moat and McGuinness ready to get us underway again. And it's Moat. Gets the tap. Roves himself. Does beautifully and gets the centre clearance straight away. And looks for Climo. Great mark. Not Climo. Oh, no, that is Climo. Goes in short. Looks. Oh, that is a magnificent kick. And it's DeCarly. Probably will stretch him a little bit. Does a little chip. Looks for Kehoe. Doesn't hit the target. And he'll want to go and look for the boundary, but he doesn't. He goes to... Oh, don't know who he goes to there. Oh, it's another... It's play on. It was touched. And Whitehill... Was that off the ball? It was. Play on. And it's really opening up here in the centre square. And it's Kane Martin. Goes to McCulloch. Can McCulloch finish off? He doesn't go for goal. He passes it off. Does really, really well there. And it's marked. I know it is McCulloch here who kicked the goal just on half time. And he will go for his 5th. And this is the perfect start that Sale City will be after. Plays on. Kicks around and he likes it. And Sale City are up and about. Nearly 2 minutes in here and at Sale City, 10-4-58 to your Lawn North, 4-3-27 on your Finch Cafe scoreboard. Ball up. The ball, that is not coming out. We'll have a boundary. A ball up. Right in the centre circle there. Tap there by McGuinness. Doesn't get it clean, and it's Whitehill gets it out. Looking for Martin, and it's a bit of a wrestle match here for Martin. He'll want to get onto that left side, and he does. And, beautiful little chip pass. Oh, great spoil there. And it's a free kick here off the ball, and it's going to your Lawn North. Doesn't have a lot to kick to, but he looks inside. Dangerous kick, doesn't hit the target, and that's been their problem all day. And it's advantage paid, and it's Whitehill kicks. And it's no one in particular takes control of the ball. But it looks like it's going to be another goal to Sale City, and it is. Wowee. Young Declan Carstairs kicks the goal. Yeah, it's well trapped there by Declan. Just hanging around the pack and does super well. Kyan, have you got anything there for us, mate?
What a start.
No, we've got a few issues there with Kyan. We'll go back into the middle, and it's Sale City yet again. Whitehill absolutely running ragged. Can he finish off? He's done all the hard work. This could be goal of the day. Kicks it. What a goal there by Jackson Whitehill. What a goal. There is your goal of the day. To this stage, 4 minutes into the third quarter. That was an absolute fantastic goal. Your Lawn North have really, really started poorly in this start of the third quarter. And it's Sale City 12-4. 76 to your Lawn North, 4-3-27. 5 minutes into the third quarter. And warning signs here for the Jets with Mowat. Gets the tap. Taps it to himself, and not for the first time today. And they get the centre clearance, and they've looked for this bloke a lot today, and it's Climo. Was held, but he does really, really well to Kehoe. Chip little pass. And it kicks to the coach in Dean McDonald. Probably about 45 metres out on a fair angle here. And they are desperate for a goal, and not just any goal, a coach's goal. Comes in nicely. Normally a lovely kick. Strolls in, and that is an absolute beautiful looking kick and timely kick there. Great goal there by Dean McDonald. And that sends the scores to Sale City 12-4, 76 to Yallourn North 5-3, 33.
That's almost a settler Yallourn North needed. They've had 3 kicked on them within the space of 4 minutes. That's the settler. McDonald, the coach, just get them back down. As I said at halftime, they need to slow down the ball. It was clear there with Climo, just slow it down and try and find a good target inside 50. What he's saying at halftime is working here for Yallourn North.
Yep, just steady. Just steady. And the sun is playing havoc on the other side of the ground. And it's Moa and McGuinness going up in the ruck again. McGuinness gets the ball and Martin taps the ball forward. Keeps tapping the ball forward, which is really good territory, but it's stopped. Stops and props, and it's Yallourn North that get the ball, and is it Massis at the bottom of the pack, and we're going to have a ball up just past there on the centre circle, favouring the Sale City end. Ball goes up. McGuinness, too big, too strong, but he's been, is he singled it's going to be McGuinness's ball? It is. McGuinness's ball's got, he would want to send this in long, in which he does, to the hot spot. Great spoil there. Oh, and it's a nice little kick there. Let's see if Yallourn North can transition better here, which they've really struggled with today. And Yallourn North have the footy. Kicks into the dangerous spot, and he's done really well. It's this next kick that they've really struggled with today, Kion.
Well, that contest up there, it's the first time all day that Yallourn North have had more numbers around the ball compared to Sale City, and it's paid off here, them winning the territory battle so far this quarter.
And it's up Yallourn North's end, and they are desperate for another goal. This game is getting really, really away from the boys, from the Jets at the moment. Ball goes up. Mowat gets the tap, going forward, which is the right way to go. Gets the ball, and nice little chip on the left foot. And it's Byrne going for goal. Probably 35 metres out, not on much of an angle. Eight minutes in, it's 12-4, 76 to Yallourn North, 5-3, 33 on your Finch Cafe scoreboard. Comes in, lovely kick and timely kick, and welcome back, Brad.
I can tell you, in 20 years of broadcasting, it's never happened to me before. Someone put laxatives in my drink, I would have thought, because that was the most uncomfortable 12 minutes. Oh, it's been going for about 35, but the walk from here down there, it was terrible. 12-4, 76 Sale City. Yallourn North 5-3, 33.
And
9 minutes gone. Finch Cafe, third quarter.
You missed the goal of the day.
Who kicked it?
Jackson Whitehill, absolutely magnificent.
So that's leading.
That is
Hurricane
leading.
higher.
Yep.
Goal of the day. So that was called goal of the year earlier.
No, that was a ripper.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Back in the middle, and a relieved Brad Sinclair, and probably 4 kilos lighter. He's ready to go, and we'll have a bounce down
had
again.
effects mic's not working, and I'm thinking, oh, geez.
That's because I pulled it out
Yeah,
for
I know.
headphones for Mickey Clapton.
Yeah.
So McCulloch's in there underneath. So Bath gets one, which they really needed.
Yeah, Sale City banged on 2 in 2 minutes. Start the third quarter.
Who got the other one?
Oh, that's a very, very good question. We were just jumping around here.
Haven't you pinned him?
No, I missed that one.
Oh, my God.
I know.
I go for 9 minutes for a dump, and you do that to me. So Yallourn North will have it there at centre half forward.
Kyan's got it.
It was McDonald. It was McDonald, boys. You've had an error.
Dean McDonald
Yeah, he did kick one. Dean McDonald has kicked one.
in this quarter.
Yep.
So they got 2, Bath and McDonald. as Martin takes the ball on the middle for Sale City. And they've got to Sale City,
Oh.
Whitehill, and who's the other one? We don't know. As Schuback wheels around onto the left foot towards
Get the
home.
bounce. He's got it.
Casters lets it bounce.
Wow.
So, Sale City go on to 13-4-82. They lead Yallourn North 6-3-39. I don't know.
That wasn't Casters at all, Shoeback.
Who do I say?
You thought Casters kicked off the ground?
No.
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 Okay.
11 minutes gone, third quarter, Finch Cafe scoreboard. Kyan Jenkins.
Your other goal kicker for Sale City this quarter was Caden McCullough for his 5th.
That's right.
Okay, so
I did get that, actually. My apologies, Brad.
I'll never be going for a toilet stop again, you guys. I'll give you the tip. Hey, we're back in the middle. Up she goes. So it's a goal fest again. The third quarter like it was in the first by the looks of this. Bouncing around. Martin again's in there, but the Jets are able to get that forward. Couple of kicks off the ground from Reese. Quickly fed out towards Climo. Plays a little bit of volleyball. Might have been high tackle against Evans, not paid. They all go to ground. Bath comes up with it. We'll get a restart. 40 around from the Jets' goal. So Caden McCullough has 5 early into this, or nearly midway through this third. Slipping over. Coming out now was Whitehill. Just handballs to grass and allows Carstairs to come in on it. Gets it onto the left foot, out towards half forward. Kept in, no, taken out over the line. And that was young Declan Carstairs, and he's taken out over by Caritas. So it's on the centre wing position. 43-point lead. They led by 19 at quarter time and 31 at half. They're now out to 43. As we look straight into the sun here.
It's very, very strong, that sun.
It is every week, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just been so hard to call football this year because whoever builds grounds back in the 1900s needs their head read.
Built the wrong way.
Yes. Do it like Cowar, north-south.
Yep.
Never looking into the sun. So we'll have a boundary throw in. Whitehill. They all fall across it. Comes out the back. Reed's there. Dive in. Well done.
I was given holding the ball.
Has he?
Yes.
Against Akali, was it all?
Yes. That was a burn.
Yeah. All right, comes out to Shoeback. Onto the left foot. Up towards the goal mouth.
Oh.
Flag from behind, but comes off the hands was McCullough, who's got 5. Gets to the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in left forward pocket. So how are we going with around the ground the scores? We've got a real close one was between Cowar and Rosedale and still is.
Yep. What about the
4
Churchill
points.
Gorman
Rosedale's hit the front 4 points. Little's in there taking the ruck duties for the Jets there. Get a restart. Yarram 9 points down to Hayfield.
Ooh.
So some really close games. Churchill by 8 points. Don't know when the last time that was updated though. So that's the problem. And the only real flyer is TTU 111 to Glengarry 6.
Ooh.
So that's got ugly, but at least the other games are a little bit closer today, that's for sure. So in it comes at the back. Brown wants the boundaries. Gang tackled there by Whitehill and Cam Johnson. Got to restart again. So don't forget that was the Gippsland Landrover halftime show with the president of Sale City, Mickey Clapton. Also the policeman down at Rosedale driving past there on the way home tonight. Make sure we slow down that hill, Matty.
Yeah, and I do every time I go through there. I'm like,
It's very
the cop
smart
car.
police work, isn't it?
Yep.
So in it comes. Oh, just grabbed out of the ruck. Snap a goal. Was from Flynn Reed. Didn't get there. Just the behind. So being very good, the Bulldogs today. And the Jets bring it back in and they find Massis.
Massis had a very, very quiet day today. And they're really struggling to get it out of their defensive 50 without turning over the footy. And it's Big Mo trying to get the footy, but he can't get it cleanly. And they'll be looking for the boundary, and they do. And they would want Sale City would like to reset because they've been winning around the contest all day.
I didn't get over to the social rooms. I only got in as far as the Sale City changing room, so I feel sorry for those guys after the game when they've got to go back in.
Oh. And it's Brown. Now, is that a push
Yeah, it was.
Good call. Good call. Ball goes up into McGuinness and Mowat yet again. It's very scrambly over the other side there on the ground. And it'll be Kane Martin and Jackson Whitehill on top of your Lawn North player, who we can't see from here. But the umpire's like, I'm getting back into business and I'm going to throw the ball up straight away, which is good umpiring, get the ball moving. And it's Mart that gets the tap, and we've got a free kick.
Was that the non-officiating?
It was yet again, yep. And it's going to go to Sale City.
Oh, it was McGuinness.
Yep.
Gives it off to Shuey. Goes up towards centre half forward. Gets to the front. McCulloch feeds it back unselfishly. Reed on the quick kick. Goes in towards Carstairs. Gets out over the back of him towards the boundary. Goes out of bounds. 44 points. Can they get back? That's the big question, Matty.
And I don't think they can, purely because their strength's their midfield, and the midfield's not winning.
Didn't see this happening. I thought they were a chance, but to be 7 goals in front at this stage,
Yeah.
all comes back into play. Reed does the ruck work for the Bulldogs. Tackle without it.
And it's the next two kicks, Brad, that they really struggle with.
They do. But they go wide here. Short, up the line to Massis. Yeah, this is where it is, and this is because of the press up and the coverage.
Yep.
The Sale City guys have been really disciplined in this area. Geez, there was a nice little push
great
there.
pick
Oh,
up.
well done, Keogh. Gets onto the right foot, goes up towards McDonald, sticks the one Duke out because he
Won't
couldn't
catch
get them
him.
both there. Gets around, Carmen, right foot snap. It's going to be narrow.
That's probably where they lack with Mowat coming into the side. He doesn't know where to be in spots when they need that kick down the line as a
Yeah.
ruckman and knock it over and reset.
And they really, just looking at that now, and who have they got in that centre half forward spot? Budge hasn't been
Was
there.
Budge. Nah, and he's more of a backman in my view.
Got to have a high forward,
Yep.
and he's the man.
Yep.
He's got to be leading up for that exit kick. There's no doubt about that. So Martin's going to bring the ball back into play for the Bulldogs. He's going to go that outer side. Massis holds the front spot, has it punched away really well from him, and that was Bryson Noddle. Finds the boundary line. So 43-point lead, 18.5 into this third quarter. Absolutely incredible game from the Bulldogs thus far. Mickey Clapton, the president, was very vocal on that at half-time, that they held that sort of lead against Hayfield and lost. So Atsuka Bignell gives it off to a man, and Martin was really under the pump. Goes back, gives it to Noddle, feeds it back to Martin, onto the left foot, up towards half-forward, flying players get the ball to ground, comes out to Shoeback, onto the left foot. Sends them inside their forward 50. So this is where they've really lost the boy in Shellcott.
And it's going to be off the ball here. It's going to be a free kick, and it's Budge that's given away the free kick there. And it looked purely of frustration.
So it'll go to the big fella Evans. He goes inside 50, not a great kick. The Jets are able to mop it up and get it out towards their half-back flank. Declan Carstairs comes in. He's going to get a high free kick here. And he's only about 40 out. The left footer, the young fella, still got... Oh, he's going to pass this off. He's going to go short. Oh! Yeah, holding. So he didn't take the mark. He's paid holding the man. He dropped the mark. So this will be young Hayden Tollner. Hudson Tollner, sorry. Oh, it's still think that Declan Carstairs should have had a shot at goal.
Yeah.
So hopefully this young fella doesn't do the same. Go back, own it, kick the goal.
Yep.
Hasn't got one today, Tolna. Comes in. He's only 45. Distance isn't a problem. He's missed to the right.
That's 20 minutes into the third quarter. It's Sale City 13-6-84 to your Lawn North 6-4-40 on your Finch Cafe scoreboard. And it's McGuinness who's going to come and bring the ball back into play. Really taking his time. He's thinking, I've got no one to kick to. He'll have to want to go boundary and deep into the boundary, but maybe not that deep. And he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. Oh no, they've called it a mark. And Byrne has the ball. Or Slugger, as they call him out there. Kicks long on that left foot, looks for Little. And Sale City are up and about, and a great spell there by Mason Benson. They're very happy with themselves at the moment, Sale City.
Yes.
Confidence can do a big thing. They can get on a roll now. And it's Lockie Little in the ruck, which is a very interesting call. He should be able to body him out, but he doesn't win the tap. And it's your Sale City with numbers all around the ball, and they're doing all the hard work.
They should be full of running too, having the bye last week, Sale City.
Yeah.
Suka Bignell wins the tap, gets forward. Declan Carstairs toes it off the ground out towards his father. Don't get to say that too often.
How good would it be to play with your dad?
Yes. Ball up. Still outside, just outside 50. Little wins the tap. Gee, the desperation from the Bulldogs has been incredible today.
Just the 1%ers.
Yes. So, again, Little and Natsuka Bignell, 50-50, get a restart. So there'll be people in there in the social rooms keeping their eye on the Cowan-Rosedale score without doubt.
Yeah.
Shoeback takes the mark. So usually hits the right spot.
Oh, that's a shocker.
He's looked after me. Goes inside, holding the front spot, the Bulldogs though. Pressure again, holding without it, I reckon. I'll go to your Lawn North. They'll come back. They'll take their time. So it's Massis, short, into the middle, high ball. Shoeback. Well done. Again, finds Whitehill here. He wants someone to give it off to. Shoeback, you're gone! So, free kick, your Lawn North.
That was a great tackle there by Rees. And Shoeback's hurt himself here too. Keep an eye on that, Kyan. Number one there. And it's another turnover for the day for your Lawn North. The kicking has been really, really poor. And another great mark there by Carstairs. Looks inside, and he looks for the coach yet again. And he was on his way to the bench, and he's got the footy again.
Hope that's not the calf.
It looked like a knee. He grabbed the knee.
Okay.
But he does look all right. I just think he needs a bit of a breather. And that is an absolute magnificent kick. And this man's going for 6.
Well, you've got to ask, has he kicked 6 in senior footy before?
Yeah, good question.
Rosedale are 10 points up over Cowan. That Churchill score has not changed. Sale City have Gormandale next week.
Yep.
If they do get the 5th spot today, they're going to be hard to budge.
Yeah, and it'll be here because they had him up at Gormy round 1.
Yes.
Yep.
So McCulloch for number 6. In he comes. He's pushed that right. Has he? Or has it held its line? No.
He nearly broke the post.
.45 leaders, the Bulldogs. Jets straight up the middle this time, but they're going to turn it over again to Whitehill, who's at centre half forward.
He's the smallest man on the ground.
So, he does this a bit. he gets himself a little bit confused and he goes towards the pocket. He knew what he was doing. He's found Carstairs.
Everyone knew he didn't know what he was doing.
In fact, I don't reckon that is. I reckon that's Connor. No,
No,
it
it's
is
Troy.
Carstairs. Yep. Yeah, he does that a bit. And it
Bit
must be,
kamikaze.
but it would be very hard to lead to.
Yeah.
He keeps changing direction. So, Carstairs to take this out over 50 points. More or less. Oh, he's
Missed it to the left.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they've missed a few now. Kick 4-4 this quarter. Possibly could have well, if it's not beyond doubt now, if they'd have kicked straighter, it definitely would have been.
Yep.
Then we ticked over 26 minutes into the third quarter. In they come. Out towards Climo, flying across the back, gets out the back. Climo just waits for it, doesn't get to him. Just left it for Brown. They dive across it. They'll restart again.
Budge looks like he's gone into the ruck now, which has probably been a quarter and a half too late, I feel, at the moment. That's Budge and McGuinness. McGuinness wins comfortably. Oh, Little, too big and too strong, and busts through the pack. An absolute wobbler of a kick. Looking there for Keogh, but overruns, and McDonald with the Jets too, funny enough. And can he get the bounce? And it doesn't look like it's going to make it, but he's nearly run it and caught it himself.
Yes. I thought he might have conned the boundary umpire because he wasn't
he's
there.
a bit far behind.
Yes,
We're
and
gonna
the
have a
goal
bounce.
umpire's called it out of bounds, I think.
Yeah, we'll have a boundary throw in. Yep. Umpire signaling, boundary throw in. And it's going to be Big Moat up in the ruck. Doesn't look like anyone else has gone up, but McGuinness is there. You want to get there quickly, and he does. Tries to tap it, but it's an absolute fresh airy. Handball back, and it's Keogh. Looks for Climo. Lets it bounce first. Probably should have grabbed it first. And it was touched. Oh, and he's kicked it up very high and brought the Stars down with it, but it's no one's gone to him.
Keogh.
Very, very lucky there, Dylan Keogh with the goal.
Yeah, that was DeCarly. DeCarly that nearly messed that up.
He did.
Geez, how quick is young Dylan Keogh?
Very quick. Did kick 9 last week.
Yes.
And another Hill End product that's come across to Law North with Climo.
So 7-4-46 Yallourn North. Sale City 13-8-86. They're 40-point leaders, 28 minutes, third quarter. That's on your Finch Cafe scoreboard as the sun beats in again.
Hard.
It is very difficult. Got the camera on one end. We didn't film into it today. We made sure we're on that other side, but I can tell you, calling into it is no fun at all. So it comes out now. McCulloch just gets his kick away as he's tackled. Gets to ground. Carstairs can't take it away cleanly.
Oh.
Dogood's going to find the boundary accidentally. That's because of the pressure in the tackle. And that was McCulloch. What a game he's played.
Yeah, he's been super.
Laid that tackle. And the free kick on the full will go to Jason Reid. So Reid will come back. Oh, to Evans. Doesn't get to him. Back to Reid. To Whitehill. Takes a bounce. Takes two bounces.
Oh, no. Where's this going to go?
Oh, he just can't make up his mind. He's going again.
Give it to him again.
He drives like an Indian. Gets it back. Carstairs, left foot, high ball, sits it inside 50. They go after it. Smothered handball. Gets to the outside. Oh, Carstairs. That's young Declan as a left foot snap, but misses to the near side.
Poor old Jackson Whitehill's brain was going a million miles an hour then. Just didn't know where to go.
It's 4-5 they've kicked this quarter.
Yeah. Dominated the third quarter.
Yeah. Should be beyond doubt, and possibly is, but you just don't know. Going to be very hard, though, as they have it in the back half. Go up towards the wing, gets off the hands of the pack. Umpire's blowing his whistle as Bulldogs get their kick forward from O'Shea. It's going to come back. It's going to be a Bulldogs free kick. will be the captain. Oh, he's not going to get any help there. Oh, then he waits.
Well done.
Yeah, very smart from Keogh. So I don't think Carmen will be too worried at the 30-minute mark when they lead by 41 points.
Get it in there.
So, long ball off the hands of the pack, comes to the front. Carstairs is there. Out towards Whitehill. Which way is he going to go here? Tries to take on a few, gets the handball out over the top. He was looking for Mitzi, but only finds the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. Left forward pocket. So it couldn't be too long to go on the third. Only 31 minutes ticked over. I reckon they're home. They'll take a miracle for your North. Snap a goal up towards the pocket.
Oh.
Just come off the hands of McCulloch and dribbled out over the boundary line. Left forward pocket. So, comes to the front, gets
Oh, he's got
out,
it.
snap
Oh.
a goal. Was that Bryson Nuttall?
It was. Now, there's one more quarter to play, and this could get ugly, Brad.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? They're going on to 14-9-93. They lead Yallourn North 7-4-46, 31 and a half gone. Third quarter Finch Cafe scoreboard. We'll never be invited back to Yallourn North if
No.
we put the jinx on them.
Yeah, we've jinxed them early.
Kyan Jenkins.
I think you've got the timer in there wrong, boys. The scoreboard says we've just ticked over 23 and a half minutes in this quarter.
Oh, wow. That's our Mr. Buttons man. What's happened there?
Puts his arms up.
Oh, wow. So, yes, you're right there, Kyan.
Great
23 and a half gone, not 32. So, anyway, back in the middle. So, it's
Oh, great tap.
47 points to blow out further as it goes in. Shoot
Oh,
back.
here we go.
Feeds it off to Carstairs. Left foot snap. Going to push right across and out of bounds on the full right forward pocket.
Gosh, it's the older fellas that are really leading the way. As good as Caden McCulloch's been, it's your shoebacks. Casters is getting into the game. Kane Martin's just leading from the front.
They bring it back into play. Gets it over the back. There it is. Well, that quarter didn't go 24 and a half. I reckon we've got it right and they've got it wrong,
Yeah.
Kyan, because there's no way knowing. You
You're
play the
going
Hooter at 24 and a half. I was
You're
gone
going for 12.
10 minutes. I was in the dumper. Don't worry about that. It's three-quarter time here at Sale City where they lead 14-9-93. They lead Yallourn North 7-4-46. That's on your Finch Cafe scoreboard. We'll come back after these short messages. We'll have Kyan Jenkins on the boundary all the way around the ground scores. And it's the Bulldogs, easy.
BP to Ralgan East, day or night from fuel to a feast. BP to Ralgan East, from a wicked brew coffee to washing the beast. BP to Ralgan East.
Water. It's a part of life and we all depend on it. We spray it and play in it. At Davey, we move it around, clean it, and provide the right pressure at the right time. To help you do this, run one of these and wash her. We're Australian made and made for Australia. So when you depend on this, need to do this, or just want one of these, you can depend on Davey.
Welcome back to Stephenson Park, where Sale City 14-9-93. They lead by 47 points over Yallourn North 7-4-46. Let's cross down to the boundary line. Kyan Jenkins.
I was in the Sale City huddle at three-quarter time, speaking to assistant coach Ben Chivers. He identifies the threat that Yallourn North have got being zippy and can kick goals through the middle. Their best get to win this game is just keep going the way they're going, get out numbers at the contest, and just take your chances.
Good work, Kyan Jenkins down there on the boundary. Matty Mosley. I don't think it can happen, can it?
Oh, I've seen it happen before. I've actually played in a game before that they've kicked 8 goals in the last 15 minutes to win.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so it is possible, but very unlikely.
I might just have a quick look around for netball scores because I've missed a few of them today and it was never going to happen at halftime. I can give you the tip. You weren't going to get much out of me at halftime. And I can tell you there's only a couple of scores up. And it is Churchill 55 to Gormandale 40. Sale City here 54 to 28. And Rosedale 56 to 25. You've got some footy scores?
Yep, I sure do. It is TTU 137 to Glengarry with 1 goal. Rosedale 11-5-71 to Cowar 7-5-47. Yarram 7-7-49 to Hayfield 69. And Churchill are up by 21 points at three-quarter time.
And we're just about to get underway in the TRFM match of the round for the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League round 11. And it's the Bulldogs by 47 points. And Yallourn North get up towards the half-forward area. Going to get a stoppage with lots of guys laying tackles. And very, very low sun now, right in the eyes.
Bear with us.
Bear with us. As, again, lots of players around this. It flicks out. Quick kick forward from Gray into the middle. Carstairs under the right foot around the corner. Whitehill's there. Bounce doesn't favour him. Martin is there as well. Comes out to the outside. And they're away here. You know who that is by the size of him. Big Mowat. The ball on the centre wing position. So again, up towards half forward, but standing under it. Sale City. Bowman goes short. Finds Whitehill. He's had a good game to Martin. He's had a ripper. Goes in towards 50 now. Coming out was Dogood. Reads it well. Real courage by leaving his opponent there. Gets it back in a 1-1-1. Short to Bath. They do that a lot, don't they? Across the ground, a little short kick. That's a
nice
beautiful
mark.
kick. Good pair of hands too to Reed. Rowan Reed.
Not a lot of movement, though, for him.
No.
That's been their issue all day.
This time, there's a player leading straight at him. We haven't got a number on him, 29.
No.
Haven't had that all day.
No.
And I reckon that might be Daniel Cartwright. Shot a goal. That go through. Who kicked that?
He's had the bounce. All
Who was
clear.
that? Dean McDonald. Dean McDonald.
Kyan, Dean McDonald.
He gets his fourth. Sorry, Kyan, go ahead.
Dean McDonald, yep, that's his fourth of the day.
So, unbelievable. It's a fantastic goal it was from that end.
Yeah,
But I'll take your word for it. You reckon it's Whitehill's goal of the day, isn't it?
it is. And this is the sun we're sort of looking into at the moment, Brad.
Yes, that's what we're looking into.
So
It's
to
very
the,
difficult.
To the right of screen, it's extremely difficult.
So I'm actually looking forward to seeing the Whitehill goal because I didn't
Oh,
see
you
it.
missed it.
Oh,
It was a ripper.
I missed a lot. As Mowat taps it forward, Whitehill. Was that a slinging tackle? No. Whitehill thought it might have been. So we'll get a restart in the middle of the ground. It's 3 minutes gone. 8-4 to 14-9. Carstairs, that's Troy round the corner up towards Shoeback. Has it punched away from him. Reed's there. Flicks back to the front. They're away here. But this is the kick that worries them.
Yep.
And again,
There it is.
Bath handballs it off. They'll go up the line. Gets through the hands of Carstairs and coming out on that occasion was DeCarley.
That's a dangerous tackle,
It
yeah.
is. And that'll go to the way of Yallourn North. He's taking his time getting up. He's hurt. Is that Maceese?
Yeah. He's
Not
only
much of him.
Yeah, he's only a little fella. No, it wasn't Maceese. It was
Fry.
Fry.
He's the same. They've got a few of that build.
Yeah. Quick nibbly players.
Yes. So Lucas Fry, centre wing position. He's going to go short. Oh, through the hands. Again. That time it was Climo. So DeCarly has it, but we'll get a bounce down again. Big Mowat. I reckon McGuinness might have booed him on that. Stoppage after stoppage. It's not pretty football to watch right now. I tell you, from where we're sitting, it's uglier.
And it's McGuinness. Grabs the ball as he's done all day and just kicks it 55 metres. Does really well. Oh, nearly takes the mark, but it's Budge on the ground. And it's just scrambling around. They want a ball up, but the ball might get out, and it does. We're going to have a ball up. Still in the centre square, and they've thrown it back up very quickly, which is good. It was Carstairs versus Mowat, so very much a big height difference there. But it was a bit very, very nil or draw. But Sale City seem to get it out every single time, and we've got a downfield kick off the ball.
Dissension.
Really?
Yes.
You seen it?
Yeah, there was...
What happened?
Because of the sun, I cannot see exactly who it was. I'll tell you in a minute. It was either Budge. It was either Budge or Caritas, I reckon.
Okay.
But the umpire turned around and he went like with the old squawking hand.
Yeah, righto.
So it was obviously dissension.
Yep.
This young man has an opportunity here to kick his sixth.
Yep. And he's been kicking absolutely magnificently today, Caden McCulloch. Kicking, will need a good at least 55 to get it over the line. And those tired legs haven't made the distance.
Oh, look at the bounce!
But he's going to get the bounce anyway.
Pulled a free kick though to Yalorn
Geelong
High.
North.
He got the bounce, but the free kick's gone to McInnes.
Yeah. Everything's just going right for McCulloch today. And McGuinness deep in Yalorn North's defence. Kicks long. But yet again, they can't hit a target. And it's the pressure. There's 3-4 Bulldogs tackling.
That's a young 17-year-old laying that tackle. Yep. Declan Carstairs.
Yep. The effort is so much ahead of Yalorn North at the moment.
I did speak to, as I've said on numerous occasions, I've asked for Schubeck and Kane Martin to come in and have a chat after the game. That'll be good.
Yep.
Because it'll be interesting. They should be very happy with this performance, and I'm sure he will be. And they've been two instigators of the win.
They haven't been winning, they've dominated the game.
Yeah. 41 points up, 6.5 minutes gone. McGuinness wins the tap for Sale City. Sharked away. There is Martin. If he gets the bounce, he just dribbles forward, but Dogood mops up for the Jets. And, geez, I reckon that's their number one stat on the full.
Yep.
Done it a few times, haven't they?
They have. If they look back at the vision of today, that's exactly what they'll be looking at.
Schubeck's going to get this.
On
I
his
know he's a
favourite side.
long way out, but you never know.
He's chipped it.
He's going to lay it off. Short to Whitehill.
This could go anywhere. He could check side this.
He'll play on. He'll play on and run one way, then the other, then another.
Schubeck's telling him just to calm down. Go back and have a shot.
He's got one, and they inform me it's the Hurricane High goal of the day in the third quarter.
Absolutely magnificent goal it was.
He's on the boundary, and there's been a few kick from the boundary today. As Whitehill comes in, doesn't make the distance off the hands of the packet through from rush behind. So they'll bring the ball back into play through McInnes. Stop the line. They're still in that defensive half, the Jets. They won't be happy with today's performance, that's for sure. Good mark, solid mark. Just stood underneath it was Evans. So Chad Evans goes up the line again. Had Whitehill. He's trying to get it out over the back to Atsuka Bignell. Just love saying that name.
He's had a good game too.
Oh, it wasn't Atsuka Bignell anyway. It was Bryson Noddle. He has. He's had a very good game. So we'll get a boundary throw in under the scoreboard. 8.5 gone nearly. McGuinness wins the tap. Comes out the back. They dive on it. A little bit of a wrestle off the ball. Nothing much in it.
Kane Martin and John Cease.
It was actually Declan Carstairs involved in that.
Oh, the young
one with
fella.
Cease, yeah. Kane Martin just went in and said, hey, settle down. So the umpire's directing some traffic here to the players. Off the hands. Hurry kick forward. Gee, they're going to play this ball on that other side, staring into the sun the whole time here, aren't they? This whole quarter. Oh, very slick there. Nice little bit of work by feet. I reckon that was Keogh. So a boundary throw in. Centre wing position. In it comes. Gets through both ruckmen. Martin's there. He was pushed off it. No free kick paid. They go forward now to the Jets.
Oh.
Through the hands again. Carmen's there. McDonald doesn't normally drop then. His pressure was good though. Then he goes, beautiful pickup. Feeds it back. They go forward through the agency of Bath and he finds a teammate in Rowan Reed. Goes short. Sliding in. Climo. Gee, they've kicked 4 or 5 times in the space of 30 metres there. Mucked around with it, which is what they've done most of the day, but they will get a shot on goal. And it will be that man that we speak of, Elliot DeCarley, earlier.
Yeah, their foot skills have been very, very average at best. And they're a much, much better side than what they've produced today, Yallourn North.
Runs out to the right.
Nice kick.
Yeah, beautiful kick to Carley. And he gets his first. Yeah, that's the eye on DeCarley.
Yes.
Looks like a one, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And they go on. It's a 9-4-58. They trail Sale City 14-10, 94, 10 and a half gone. Last quarter on the Finch Cafe scoreboard. Yeah, just a lot of mucking around, isn't it?
It is.
To get
it is.
Hard work for their goals.
Yeah, it's made them. Everything's made them look hard, for them. Like they've just had no fluency all day.
Yep. We might have not long before that sun goes behind that tree, hopefully, Matty.
Yes, and it's Moet back into the ruck. Gets the tap. And the pressure. And it's led by the coach who has that tackle just there by Jacob Schuback. The ball's thrown up again. Oh, a big punch forward, and they look for Carstairs. And Carstairs bodies Owen Budge out beautifully, and they get the ball moving forward yet again. And a beautiful, beautiful pick-up and a great tackle there by Byrne as well. And we'll have a ball up just on the 50-metre arc there. No one from Yallourn North goes up. They're just not with it today, the Yallourn North boys. And he goes for the boundary. He's looking at the long way. And they've got time. And if they can pick the ball up and Climo marks. He's had a good game.
He has.
He's given them
tried
something
hard.
all day.
Yep.
Probably been their best player in the forward line, bar McDonald. And he kicks low. Low and hard, and another drop mark, and that's a push in the back. And it's going to go back to Sale City. And it's Jacob Schuback. No, he gets the handball across. They give it to him every single time. And it's Caden McCulloch. And he's backing himself, and he is off.
Oh, he's put the afterburners
And he's
on.
gone. This could be a goal. Finish it off. Oh, he's run too hard. But well done by Caden McCulloch. That was super.
The way he's been going, you wouldn't be surprised if it gives us Shane Warne special
Yeah.
amounts left through the goals. So 43 points, the Bulldogs. As they bring the ball back into play, the Jets out to that outer side, through the hands again. They'll go short, the Bulldogs, just to control the footy. They do well to Flynn Reid. Quickly plays on. Martin takes the mark, whistle blown.
Dangerous.
Martin has the ball in between the centre and centre half forward. Ooh, takes a bounce, he's in trouble, just gets the handball away to Evans. Goes around the corner, short to Whitehill.
Kane Martin did not like that at all.
From Keogh, no, not happy at all. Up towards full forward, gets to the ground. Oh, really well done on that occasion by Cam Johnson. Feeds it off to young Declan Carstairs. Mitzi, it's about 30 years of age between these two. Very young boys. Great effort. Good to see the kids playing too. Both eligible for under 18s, those two.
And they hold They spot beautifully in the seniors. They're not just a fill-in.
No.
They hold their spot.
They improve the side.
They
don't
do.
So a boundary throw in left forward pocket for the Bulldogs. Carstairs just leans him under, feeds the handball off to Cam Johnson, misses to the left. So 14-12, they were 9-4 at half time.
Yep.
So they've kicked 5-8 in this second half. Could have been uglier.
Hasn't been a lot of change from Geelong North. I don't reckon they've flipped the magnets enough.
Yes. I don't know what's... This is the first time we've looked at them, but we've had several clubs say to us they reckon they're the best side in the comp.
Yeah. Look, I think when Darcy Shalcock went down, it changed the game.
Kick into the middle. Reed's under the pump here from Little. He gets his fist to it, gets it back. So they'll go forward. Long kick from Rowan Reed. Has a player over the top, and McDonald takes the bounce, runs into the open goal and kicks his fifth.
I reckon he's only had about 6 or 7 possessions today, McDonald, and he's kicked
Yeah.
5.
Kyan Jenkins, you would say you'd be probably happy if you're Sale City if the opposition full forwards kick 5, but you're going to win by 6 or 7.
Well, the game isn't over yet. That is the key part. When you got someone of Caden McDonald's ability, the game's never over. But the previous possession...
Caden McDonald, he's changing names on everyone.
I've got a bit mixed up there. Sorry, boys. The play before...
Caden McCulloch.
Yep, he was the play before. After that great tackle by Keogh, the Sale City player was just picking fights with half the team. A lot of words, a few little jumper punches, so the game's almost tensing up a little bit.
Martin takes the ball away from the stoppage, finds Carstairs on the wing. Yeah, you'd be happy, Matty, if you can keep your full forward kicks 5, 6 or 7, you win, you win.
Yeah,
Not
they just needed the points, Sale City.
Carstairs up towards centre half forward. Flynn Reed sits under it, has it punched away from him. Keogh, handball's off. That's
In the
smothered
back.
against Martin. So it'll be Josh Keogh with a free kick at centre half back. Gives it off to Massis, runs away with it with pace, goes up towards between wing and half forward, missed the target again. And again, it's that man in the 29 that wasn't listed today, but I reckon it is Cartwright. So it might have been a late inclusion.
Because there was no changes from last week.
No,
So
boundary throw-in.
goes up, Rees and McGuinness go up, but they both, one falls to the ground, and it's just 10-pin bowling. But here we go for Geelong North. They're handballing. They need to kick the ball. Goes to Fry. He couldn't pick it up either. And it's going to be a handball across, and they go to McDonald. He'll do some dancing. Normally finishes off really well. And he does. And he kicks straight down to Little.
He's a big man.
He's a big man. You wouldn't want him running at you very quickly, because he will knock you down. Been at Geelong North a long time. Little.
Yeah. So Tom Laurie's in the 42. They've got a couple that weren't listed.
Yeah. And they haven't given up yet, Geelong North.
So Lockie Little gets his first for the day. No, they haven't. You're right.
Gets them back in within 26 points. Sale City 14-12-96 to Geelong North 11-4-70. 17 minutes gone on your Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Yeah, 26 points when they got out to 46, didn't it?
Yep.
47 at three-quarter time.
Yeah.
So
If they can get 2 in, say, 2 or 3 minutes, get a bit shaky.
So ball back in the middle. TRFM match of the round in the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League, round 11. Shoe back, does well, smart, classy, on the left foot, up towards McCulloch, well roved by Declan Carstairs, then gets the kick onto the left foot. And it's going to trickle out over the boundary line, left forward pocket for the Bulldogs. $159 TTU, Glengarry 7, Rosedale 78, Cowar 53, Yarram 50, Hayfield 75, Ball comes back into play. Fit out over the back. Johnson.
Giving it.
And Churchill 55, Gormandale 34, 21-point lead to the Cougars. Oh, 50 metre.
Ooh, and this is not what you want.
Cam Johnson didn't give the ball back.
If they can get one now.
Nearly 19 minutes gone. They're 26 points
Keep running.
in arrears. It'll be very difficult, but I don't think Schuback would be happy the way
They're
they're
finishing off, no.
Suka Bignell. Handball over the top. Johnson gives it to the outside. Oh, Suka Bignell mucks that up. Massis, right foot, snap it, goal. Misses to the right.
Jeez.
Yeah, they won't be happy. 25-point lead.
And they've dominated this game.
Yeah. 22-point turnaround, 19.5 gone, and these quarters have been going 32.
Yeah, big third quarter.
Yeah.
So this could be another 10 minutes to go. There's been a few goals scored in this last quarter.
I might be here for the end of this, the way things are going with the old Tommy. Coming short to Kane Martin. Just got over the head. He's quick, isn't he, McDonald, the closing speed.
Yeah.
Going to go back
Short bit of time.
to Schuback. To Whitehill, the three veterans. Back to Schuback. Goes out towards the boundary. Evans takes the mark.
Evan kicks, looks back inside, and they are just playing kick to kick at the moment. Schuback's just getting touches after touches. He's been, as you can hear,
off.
and that'll be Owen Budge. And it's not the greatest kick, but Declan Carstairs turns beautifully and onto that left foot. And he's turned it over. And he'll want to kick on that left foot, and he does.
Oh,
He got told to punch there by Whitehill, but he does well. And they've got it inside their forward 50 yet again, and it's going to come off. And it's Lachlan Rees. It'll be about 45 metres out, and he'll want to get moving. And he's starting to come in. Kicks long, and that looks really, really good.
Wow.
And Lachlan Rees kicks his second for the day. 21 minutes into the final quarter. Sale City 14-12-96 to your Law North 12-5-77 on your Finch Cafe scoreboard.
Kyan Jenkins, you're surprised by this? It's back to 19 points. I know you've said a few times this isn't over. You might be right here.
I'm a bit shocked here. Sale have been tremendous all day around the ball, and they're almost limping to the finish line here.
Unbelievable. It's back to 19 points.
They've just stopped Sale City.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And they come off the bye. I thought they were the ones that would be full of running.
Yeah.
Back in the middle. This will play into Sale City's hands. They'll just want stoppage after stoppage.
Yep.
Cullick's in the middle there now. Got a super game. He's kicked 5 goals. Carstairs feeds it back. McGuinness again. Off to McCulloch on the right foot. Reed holds the front spot. Punched away from him. Declan Carstairs has missed. Geez, they're going to rue these kids.
These missed opportunities.
5 goals, 9 since half time. Brown sits under it. Schuback hits him. No free kick.
Which I think Tyler Brown will be a bit stiff there. Could have been a free kick. But Jacob Schuback right in front of us looks absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, he's put in and he would be. He's still going to make the walk over to this end from the rooms. Back into play. Free kick. It's going to go to Budge, is it?
I'll do it again.
Oh, no. Boundary throw in again.
Which is fine. And it's Budge and McGuinness. McGuinness wins with that left tap. And it's Lockie Little gets the short hands. Looks for Fry but doesn't get it. And it's Jackson Whitehill and Kane Martin in there. And we're going to have a ball up. 23 minutes into the last quarter. Sale City up by 20 points. Ball up again, and it's McGuinness. Gets the tap, and he looks for McCulloch, and absolutely beautifully done. Deserved a goal, but doesn't get it. And it's another behind to Sale City. McGuinness quickly plays on, goes to the other side of the ground, looks for Byrne, doesn't get it. But there's Sale City players all around the ball. Their work rate has been absolutely sensational, and it's Declan Carstairs has the ball but doesn't get it out. They'll be looking for the boundary line here. And no, Byrne continues on. Well done. They go further into... Oh, Keogh nearly marks the ball. But it's Sale City yet again with their pressure. And it's been their one wood all day. Absolutely sensational. It's Rees going up in the ruck. Gets the tap. Taps it to himself. And it's Jackson Whitehill yet again on the bottom of the pack. 24 minutes into the last quarter. Now we're just wanting to chew the minutes down now, Sale City. And that was well and truly out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in. 25 minutes gone into the last quarter. There'd only be 2 or 3 minutes left max.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Not long left at all.
Yeah. We're going to have another boundary throw in. And it's Rees and McGuinness. McGuinness gets the tap. Beautiful tap. Caden's got the Caden McCulloch yet again. Arguably nearly the best player on the ground. Oh, McGuinness nearly had the ball, but it fell off his chest. Kicks long. Kicks to some more centre wing. And it's Mizzy. First game for the club in the senior format. And he's going to kick it to his coach. And Jacob Schuback will go back for a set shot on goal. And he's had a sensational game too, Jacob Schuback. As we've seen him just before, when he was over our side of the ground, he looked absolutely exhausted, Kian.
Well, he's the one that started all. The start of the day was tremendous in that first quarter. Really set the standard for the team. Now he's got the chance to finish it.
Comes in, kicks on that beautiful left foot of his, and the umpire has not moved. And as you can hear, the crowd is up and about. Sale City, 14, 20. No, that's not correct. 15. There we go. We're changing. We've got 15-15, but the scoreboard says 15-14. We'll go with it. 15-14, 104 to your Lord North. 12-5, 77. Nearly 27 minutes into the last quarter. This is your Finch Cafe scoreboard. McGuinness, Samoa go back into the ruck again. These boys have battled well all day. McGuinness gets a tap again, and he gets it himself, but your Law North get it out, and that's through Fry. Big clash of players there, all committed. Whitehill gets the ball, gives the hands off, and they're just building up beautifully from the half-back line, and they kick long, very long. They look for Declan Carstairs, but a great mark there by Tyler Brown. Quick kick, and that's much better to DeCarly. Gives the handball off. They kick a little bit further long. And it looks like it might go out of bounds. No. Oh. It goes to Jackson Whitehill. And what a game this man has played as the lights come on here at Sale City. It's been sunny all day, and the sun has just gone behind the gum trees here, and the lights have turned on, and we're going to have a ball up.
Well, it's a couple minutes to go, and it's the first time I haven't seen Sale City with any spares behind the ball all day. I think they know their job's done here today. Yeah,
they've done really well, Sale City. As Cease does the tackle, and we'll have a ball up. Ball goes up. McGuinness, beautiful backhand punch, but it's straight to your Law North, and it goes straight up in the air. No player marks. And we're going to have no, ball spills out. Off the ball there. Carstairs didn't know what was there for, but it's going to be 50-metre penalty.
Well, that's the sloppiness they've had this quarter, Sale City. That's 2 or 3 50s they've given away now.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot in it, though.
I think they're just trying to slow the game down as much as possible, just try and take the time out of this game.
Yep. As he comes in for goal, he needs to hurry up a little bit, put a bit more respect on the scoreboard, but Sale City have dominated all day. Doesn't even make the distance. Snaps.
Good smother.
Yes, beautiful smother. Goes to McDonald. McDonald kicks back into the forward 50 there. Takali tries to get the ball, but he's got 3-4 Sale City players around him, and that just sums up your day right there on the screen. The work rate of Sale City has been absolutely tremendous all day. The want that they've wanted all day has been great. McGuinness and Reeves go up in the ruck, but McGuinness wins again. Kicks long. Just trying to get a bit of territory now, the Sale City boys. But it's Brown. Kicks to the forward pocket. There's a pack of players there, and there's not going to be much happening there. And it's Kane Martin that does the tackle, and he's had a great day today. It's not going to be a boundary throw, and it's just going to be a ball up just inside the boundary here. It's McGuinness and Reeves. McGuinness wins again, but now we're going to have a boundary throw in. 29, nearly 30 minutes into the last quarter. As the seconds just tick away, not a lot left in this game.
As you across the 30-minute mark, so there can't be long left now for Sale City.
Yep. Boundary throw in. McGuinness loves that left tap, and he's done that all day. We'll have another boundary, another throw up.
Looking ahead to next week, Yallourn North with the bye. It looks like there's a few tied bodies out there now. I think they'll love that one.
Yeah, I've had a lot of injuries this year, Yallourn North, and with Shalcock going down today, I would say he'd be out for a few weeks. Hopefully it's not an Achilles that we've heard. Hopefully it's just a calf. Little kicks inside 50, lines it up beautifully, and that's going to go through. That is a magnificent kick there by Lockie Little. Great goal.
Might be a late attempt for your Hurricane High goal today there, Matty.
It's one of the good ones, but it's going to be hard to beat Jackson Whitehill's goal in that third quarter.
Well, that's just the craft of John Massis again, finding that target, and then there was a great kick from Little, but it's just too little, too late for Yallourn. They've fought hard this last quarter.
I like that, too little, too late from Lockie Little. I like that. And you wouldn't believe it how dark it's got in the last 5 minutes. All day we haven't been able to see, and now the lights are on. And it's Mowat go up again against McGuinness. Mowat gets the tap. Taps it to himself, and it's McCulloch there as well, but it's Byrne. To Carstairs. Oh, great hands. Kicks long. Just lays it on the chest, and they look. He went to go inside. The umpire must have said playing, because that was 50-metre penalty otherwise.
Spoil over line. That's smart there. Just take more time out of the game with another stoppage.
Yep. Nearly ticking over to 32 minutes into the last quarter. And the scoreboard gives Yallourn North a bit more credit than they sort of deserve today, because Sale City have been fantastic. And it's McGuinness again. Carstairs has the ball. They're just scrambling around, and they want that boundary. As the time just ticks along as we're 32 minutes into the final quarter. And it's Mowat and McGuinness again. McGuinness grabs the ball out of the ruck, and Mowat's like, I am not having that, and gives him the tackle, and we'll have a ball up. Mowat gets the taps really well. At least John Massis just couldn't grab it cleanly. We'll have another throw up. Nearly 33 minutes into the final quarter. Can't be long left to go. As Massis tries to get the ball but doesn't get it, does the tackling instead. We'll have another.
Oh no, holding the ball.
It's given holding the ball. That's a bit unlucky, but they'll take it.
Got to look for the middle here. Little's open in the middle if they can find him.
Kicks long down the line, but it's a 2-on-1. And it works out well for Yallourn North, and they're out. They'll look for McDonald, and he's got the perfect sit.
That's just good forward craft there, good use of the body, get himself an open mark.
It was.
And that's it.
It's a great win for here for Sale City. As McDonald goes in to kick a goal after the siren. Which 3 goals doesn't reflect on how good Sale City have been today.
Converts after the siren, he's 150th. He ends up with nearly a bag.
He does, he does. And Sale City, what a fantastic win and an important win that gets them sort of close to the 5. It looks like Rosedale's got over the line against Cowar, but it keeps them really in touch with the top 5 there, and it sort of puts Geelong North back into the pack a little bit because they were looking for the top 3 spot and they really could have jumped up in front.
Well, it was a magnificent last quarter from Geelong North, kicking 7 goals 1 to 1 goal 5 for Sale City, but Sale City limping towards the end and all the work in that first 3 quarters.
Yeah, their first 3 quarters was absolutely superb. But yes, it's one that's they'll be really, really disappointed with Geelong North. They've made the scoreboard look a lot more prettier than what it really, really should be.
I think Sale City will be happy with that. To keep in touch with finals, Geelong North, a big chance there to go into the double chances. They'll feel like this is the game they missed, although going to the bye next week, I think they'll be very happy. They can maybe get some players back and then reset for the second half of the year.
Definitely. What we might do, we might go to a break, and hopefully when we come back, we'll have maybe Kane Martin and Jacob Shue back.
We will.
BP to Ralgan East, day or night from few to a feast. BP to Ralgan East, from a wicked brew coffee to washing the beast. BP to Ralgan East.
Water. It's a part of life and we all depend on it. We spray it and play in it. At Davey, we move it around, clean it, and provide the right pressure at the right time. To help you do this, run one of these and wash her. We're Australian made and made for Australia. So when you depend on this, need to do this, or just want one of these, you can depend on Davey.
Welcome back to Stephenson Park, where the home side, Sale City, have run out 11. In the end, it was only 15 points, so we'll talk about that in a minute. 15-14, 104 to Yallourn North, 14-5, 89. They come home with a wet sail in the end. They kicked 7 goals, 1 Yallourn North to 1 goal, 5. Since half-time, Sale City kicked 6 goals, 10, and nearly could have cost them the game. In the end, some poor kicking. But I'll tell you what we've got the 2 best players on the ground here. Don't worry about that. And we're still trying to work out who we're going to give it to. The Crown Hotel Player of the Day. It's the coach, first of all, Jacob Schuback. And the bloke that just looks younger and younger, Kane Martin. Welcome, boys.
How you going?
Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks for having us.
Well, more to the point, how are you guys? How's the legs? There was a stoppage over here, Jacob, right in front of the van in that last
absolutely
quarter.
cooked.
Yep, you look like you needed a sleeping bag.
Yes, it definitely was a tough slog out there. It's very soft underfoot, and it was a long day.
Unbelievable start, you guys. I mean, your start won you the game. Would you say that, Kane?
Yeah, I reckon we started really well, stuck to our structures, and everyone knew what their role was, and it just flowed nicely, and we put goals on the scoreboard, which helped. The pressure was good, which is what we spoke about before the game. Just bring that pressure early, and everyone bought in. So it was a good outfit for the first half.
We're wondering about that, if that was the chat that you might have had during the week. We brought that up in the halftime show, thanks to Gippsland Landrover with Mick Clapton. And we said it's a pretty obvious thing here that the pressure's lifted to what we've seen you guys. So it was a concentrated effort, Jacob? Yeah,
it was. Look, we've been working pretty hard in the last 3 or 4 weeks to try to get things right. Okay, and our defensive was something that wasn't up to speed. So we just knew that if we kept on squeezing, it was going to come our way. And then it would get in our hands, and our offensive work and our game that we want to play was going to work for us. So I thought our tackling pressure earlier was amazing.
6-2 in the first quarter. Have you had a first quarter like that this year in numbers, in pure stats, 6-2? Have you kicked that many?
No, that's been a really good start, and it's one of those things. Our emphasis is try to kick that, any side that kicks 4 or 5 a quarter, you're going pretty close to winning a game, kicking 16 to 20 goals a game. So it was an emphasis, but again, you look at that first quarter, 6 goals, 2, and then you look at the last quarter, 1 goal, 6 or 7, and it nearly goes the other way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and that's the point. I made the comment at half-time, these guys are going to come home full of running. You had the bye last week. I thought you'd be fresh. You should be all right, and the other mob might run out of legs. But it's not always goes that way, Kane, that you think it might.
No, our structures fell apart a little bit. I mean, we've only been sort of practicing some of these roles in the last sort of 3 to 4 weeks. So the boys are pretty new to it. But I thought we did it well for 3 quarters. It just fell apart a little bit in the last quarter, and we all got a little bit frustrated and, lost control of the game there for a bit. But, we're able to pinch one late that sort of steadied it with Jacob kicking the goal. So that's what we sort of were after.
I missed that one. I was in your dumper. So, look out if you've got to go back in there. I've got a little bit of food poisoning I got last night. I haven't been good.
No.
Jeez, look out. I'm hoping it's only food poisoning.
I think that to me, the big thing is that's a big win. Irrespective if they fly home or anything, that's a bloody good side you played today. And they probably got the best forward in the comp, just about him and Keenan. They got some little nimble blokes that are really quick and smart.
And that's what we spoke about that at quarter time, and just obviously when it was getting out of a stoppage, their half forwards were really smart and nimble, and they were getting around the contest a lot, so we had to make sure we tried to lock that down. Again, it come down to our mid work, which obviously stopped them going into DMAC, and how many did you end up with? 6. Oh, far out. Well, there you go.
Would have only had about 8 touches, but kicked 6.
6 in the end, and he's dropped them from pockets. Yeah. Amazing kick.
We made the comment that you would take every day of the week the opposition full forward kicking 6, 7 or 8 and you win.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I don't think too many others scored. Like, how many did they kick for the day?
Apart from that, they only had a couple of blokes that got 2. They kicked 14. Yeah, that's right. So it was the one avenue.
Yeah.
The question, when they were coming out, Yallourn North going forward, your half-backs and your backs were pushed right up and just forced them to turn over. Was that also something that you were talking about? Because they turned the ball over a lot from your guys pressed up and pressure.
Yeah, I suppose that's another thing we've been practicing with the back six zoning, and then every line sort of rolling up to that kick to pressure it. Sometimes they get there to spoil it. Sometimes they're just right on the hammer to put pressure on the next kick, and then the next one follows up. So another thing we've been practicing, we're still learning.
Yeah,
that's everyone's still learning. So, it works sometimes, but not every time.
What a Jacob. There was a bloke today who had an absolute sensational first half in Caden McCulloch. Tell us a little about him and his development.
Again, Caden's got so many attributes to be an amazing footballer. He's got speed, he's got agility. He's got a tank that he can run all day. Okay, so again, Caden's first half, and that was another thing at the this week, starting him forward.
Yep.
Because normally he starts in mid, but I just knew starting him forward, he can always pluck one or two quick ones, and it's another target, which he did.
He's a beautiful kick.
And that's right. He hardly missed a goal today.
Yeah.
It was amazing how good he was. So going forward, he's going to keep going for us, which is good.
You can play him anywhere, can't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
and you did.
And that was another thing. If it didn't work with DMAC, he was going to be the option to go down there and DMAC.
Really?
It's a bit like when we played on, Keenan Hughes. He goes to Keenan Hughes because he can play off a player, but still kill the footy and do those sorts of things. He doesn't have to be body. His closing speed's so good. Yeah. So that's a really good one for him as well. You
told me in the off air over near the rooms early in the day that you might have found a ripper in Riley Mitzi. I seen him go to Massis a couple of times early in that game, and by God, did not look out of place on debut, which is a real brave effort from a coach. But geez, it paid off, I thought. It did, and again, Riley's, he's had a taste of footy up at Sale senior level as well. He come here a few weeks ago, played a few games in the third, and got his opportunity today, and he definitely didn't look out of place. He's really smart. His running patterns and that are really good. I probably could have given him his first goal late in the game, but I wanted one. So. I give him the Hurricane High goal of the day. And I'm about 4 minutes after, and I found out it was a point off the knee, the goal square. Yeah. And I think that might have come from you as well. That got into the goal square, and he kneed that one through. And Kane, no goals for you today.
No goals.
Yeah. No. I'll tell you what, though, the pass from the middle to, I think it was McCulloch.
Oh, was it Caden? Yeah, it was Caden, yeah.
It was chin height and got there really quick. And you fell a few short early. And I made the thing in the call that, well,
got to warm up, Brad.
No continuity. You're not playing every week. Give him till half time and then bang.
No, he did one down to me down here this high and rocket, and he comes up to me after, he goes, "You like them?"
So is that even at 36? Do you need continuity? Is it like golf? I liken it to golf. If you're hitting the ball all the time,
I don't know. It's something I've never really lost. Like just consistently have a kick when I come back and train, and I shank one every now and then. But
does the break actually work for you then? To rest the body
Probably.
up.
Yeah, as you're getting older. Like, I think if I was here every week, I'd be having games where I have a rest anyway. But as long as I can keep moving when I'm offshore, then, I sort of come back pretty fresh. But in saying that, my first game's always a little bit dustier than the second week I'm here. So
will you play next week?
No, I'm back at work.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Gormandale next week. Looks like Rosedale's got up. They haven't looked after you. I think they've gone up by 25 points in the end. Carolina were in the lead most of the day.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
TTU about 152 points over Glengarry, which was to be expected. They're riddled with injuries. The Magpies. Churchill got up by 49 points in the end over Gormandale. And Yarram's Hayfield looked like a good game, and Hayfield got up in the end by 25 points. I've got to ask you, and this is not, I'm not trying to be smart, but against Gormandale next week, will you play personally yourself, Shuey?
I'm actually, thinking about, obviously my son plays football over in South Australia, and they're probably the opportunities that I give Dane the opportunity as assistant coach to maybe coach. We'll just talk about it during the week, and then I might be able to slip off and head over there and watch my young fella play while Dane takes the reins and gives him exposure and, opportunities as well to coach. So.
Yeah, and I mean that with all the respect to Gormandale as well, but you got some kids there that can slot straight into that midfield, which is
for sure.
really handy, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And again, you saw saw today when, Hudson Tolner was crook today. Again, he come
was he?
late and he didn't play much game time. And he was pretty flat, and that's probably why you didn't see him
he was
up
very
and about all
quiet
the
for
time.
him, yeah.
He didn't eat at the Indian restaurant I had last night to Rogan, did he?
Well, he might have.
Kane, are you going to play next year? Is there a chance you'll go again?
I don't know, mate. I take it each game at a time and just see how I go. But
Well, you're at that age, only one injury away, aren't you?
yeah, that's right. I don't like to be reminded of that. I don't like putting it in the back of
He's
my
only
head. But
36. Jeez.
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah, how old are you, Jacob?
41. Come on. You got 5
Still goes
years.
all right, doesn't he?
And he only plays half a year too. Jeez, he's got another 10 in him.
We actually
it's a good
might
life.
have, we might have said in the call that you were 77 between yous.
It's not
which
bad, is it?
We were spot on.
Spot on.
Having said that, the body every second week will probably buy you more time, won't it? It'd
Yeah,
have to.
it does. And I've been doing it for probably 6 or 7 years now, the 2-2 roster.
Yeah.
So it is good to have a rest. But, yeah, as long as I'm able to move around offshore and get in the gym a bit, then sort of keep the body nimble. Because you still get the little niggles and whatnot. But, yeah, the soft tissue's been good this year. So
Definitely.
I don't know. Maybe it's the warmer weather and the bit firmer grounds, not as boggy. But the weather's been unreal.
And I say that with respect too, because at 36-41, you're playing midfield. If you're a forward just sitting out of the goal square and you're 36-40, it's a little bit easier. But you're running around, you're doing some Ks.
Yeah.
Guys, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to know how many we do, wouldn't it? Ks?
Yeah.
Yeah, might have to get a tracker for
Get
next
the
one,
tracker.
Brad.
Get the GPS on you.
No, I don't think we'll take it that serious.
Sometimes I do want to see it. Sometimes I think, maybe I'm being lazy.
Well, you know the old story. I think it might have been Kozzy Kashitskits.
I like this one. Yeah.
Get him to his 250th or 300, whatever it was. And Ross Lyon might have said to him at training, we'll put the GPS and we'll see what sort of laps you're running. They're halfway, K's you're running, they're halfway around the ground. He slipped the GPS to Lee Montagna and said, you have that for the night, young fella.
Yeah,
And he's come back and he's run about 12 Ks.
That's good.
And
Clever.
Got him in. Hey, congratulations today. Before we do let you go, we've got to ask you about a couple of the young kids. We've mentioned young Mitzi. The other one is that, and this kid's got 2 years of under-18s, which just shocks me. Declan Carstairs, he just goes to the right spots, and he doesn't get a lot of the footy, but what he does well.
Yeah, I mean, Deck's got a good footy brain as well. He's been sort of messaging me and asking questions as well, so he's keen during the week and all that. And, yeah, I mean, he's just wanting to learn how to play that forward flank role. It's one of the hardest positions on the ground to, find the footy and get a kick. So just, and I don't want him to get his head down because he can at times, but when he's up and about, he's always in the right spot. Like I think in that last quarter, he probably had a couple of opportunities to kick a goal as well. And that'll come in time. But, playing that forward flank role, I mean, you might get 5 minutes where you're there every time for a possession, and then other times the whole quarter might go by and you might not get one. But he's a good kid. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's built well. He's got a few good years ahead of him, I'd say.
So what do you two do? Last question. What do you two do in the way of recovery tomorrow? Sleep in or what's it?
Well, I got to be up early. Obviously, I coach my son in under 13s. So,
What time tomorrow is playing?
I think it's around 10 o'clock, so it's not too bad.
Where are you going to go?
We're in Hayfield tomorrow.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so not too bad. So that's me normally Sunday mornings, get up, get him sorted, and then go over to that for the day. And look, I'm not that good at my recovery these days, to tell you the truth. I don't jump in ice baths or any of that sort of stuff, which I sometimes get to a Tuesday and Wednesday. I think, shit, I should have done a bloody ice bath. Yeah. It definitely helps. So.
But some guys around that later ages say their best recovery is no recovery. They just lay on the couch, watch a bit of footy. They might be sore Monday, but they come good by Friday.
Yeah.
What about you, Kane? What would you do tomorrow?
Not a great deal, mate. I'll just go and get a coffee. I might jump in me old cold spa for, 15 minutes, get the legs cold, and then, just go for a walk with the family.
Yep.
Grab a coffee and go
It's
for a
a bit
walk.
professional, shall we? Yeah, he's a bit professional.
Not all the time. No. Depends how many beers I have tonight.
Well, after that win, you both owed a few. I went Kane Martin 3, Jacob Schuback 2, and Caden McCulloch 1. What did you go, Matty?
I would have gone Kane, but I would have put Caden 2, Jacob 1.
Okay, so Caden So Kane Martin
Yes.
is our
Player of the day.
Crown Hotel Player of the Day, and second is Jacob Schubeck, which we've never had happen before that they're in. And this was pre-organised pre-game to get these two. They go out and put out a blinder.
Yes.
So thanks for joining us. Enjoy your recovery. I hope you get over to Adelaide and watch the boy play. That'd be. Who's he playing with over there?
He's with West Adelaide over there.
Okay.
So yeah, they're
Bombers? Are they the Bombers?
They're the Bombers.
Yeah.
Yep. They are battling this year. Obviously, injuries and. But yeah, he's playing senior football and yeah, it's good for him.
Hey, Kane, though, I think there's another Martin over there, Brenton Martin in
Adelaide?
In
Yeah.
Adelaide, who
Yeah, he
you
is.
know very well, Jacob.
Yeah,
No
Brenton's
doubt.
over there as well.
So you better catch up with him and have a pint or something.
Are they pints or schooners? What are they? They're different over there.
Yes.
Oh, they're very different. Yeah. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Super effort today. Well done. Great win. You've run away winners by 15 points in the end, and you're still there.
Still there.
And we
Still
hope
hanging
you
on.
get in. It would be great to see you in the finals.
Definitely.
Great work. Good stuff.
Thanks, guys.
We might take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll wrap up.
BP to Ralgan East, day or night from few to a feast. BP to Ralgan East, from a wicked brew coffee to washing the beast. BP to Ralgan East.
Water. It's a part of life and we all depend on it. We spray it and play in it. At Davey, we move it around, clean it, and provide the right pressure at the right time. To help you do this, run one of these and wash her. We're Australian made and made for Australia. So when you depend on this, need to do this, or just want one of these, you can depend on Davey.
Welcome back to Stephenson's Park. That was fantastic to have a chat to the coach of the victorious Sale City Bulldogs, Jacob Schubeck, and the best on ground Crown Hotel Player of the Day, Kane Martin. And the goal of the day for Hurricane Hire in the end went to an absolute ripper that I missed, Jackson Whitehill. But they must have been a beauty because Caden McCulloch had it up until I left, and it must have been a beauty, Matty.
Absolutely fantastic goal from Jack. He didn't know what he was doing, but he got it through.
Mark of the day, thanks to our great friends out at Willetton Transport, went to Flynn Reed, who took an absolute ripper. That is the game. That is the day. 15-14-104. Sale City 14-5-89. Your Lawn North 15-point winners, the Bulldogs. Still in contact with the finals. Matty Mosley, thank you for today.
Yes, thank you, Brad. Hopefully you get better.
Oh, yes, straight home to bed and no Indian food tonight. I'll tell you what, they will be hearing from my solicitor these parts. And Kyan Jenkins on the boundary. How'd you find that for the first time?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Would have been a lot better if I wasn't in and out of the boundary role, coming in here and helping Matty Mosley while you were
Yes.
dealing with
He
your
did well.
personal problems. But no, I
Thank you
thoroughly
very
enjoyed
much.
it.
Yes, they weren't too personal because I told everyone about it. Thank you very much for your help for that too, Kyan, because right now I could possibly have next Sunday off and not even turn up. It's Mickey Robinson over on the other side of the ground. We didn't see him all day, but he didn't muck around. He got the camera work done really well and able to get us out of the sun. He did a fantastic job on the other side of the ground. And I must say, while we're still on air before we go off, just wishing his daughter, Emily Robinson, a speedy recovery at the moment. She's had a knee reconstruction, so she's laid up at home, who does a bit of camera work for us when she can. So wishing Emily a speedy recovery with the knee. And to the great man, Stephen Gregory on the buttons that did a mighty job today. Looking into the sun, we just cop it every week.
Yep.
Next week we're out at TTU as they take on Woodside.
Oh, we're out the sun again too.
Oh, it better be a dark, grey, wet, windy day, I think, because it's just too hard. So thanks to all our sponsors, the AGL Loyang North Gippsland Football Netball League. That was round 11. We look forward to catching up with you next Saturday, TTU versus Rosedale, out at Tyres. Goodbye for now.